morning, everyone. We're here at the Drift League, our first shootout at Willow Springs International Raceway. We're going to see everyone go out, spin out probably, but also trying to make the course and make it work. A lot of these people are debuting their fresh liveries, their fresh sponsors, their fresh builds, so we'll see if their driving will remain fresh as well. Am I right? Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Thank you.
I'm Gerald.
What's up, everybody? This is George.
Hey there, my name is Devin Block.
What's up, guys? I'm Cisco.
Hey guys, this is Sam Magmumi.
I'm Alex Anderson out of Arizona.
Hey, I'm Dennis. Everyone just calls me DJ.
It's on 370Z, 2JZ powered.
But 370Z, pretty much it's naturally aspirated. It's literally stock. So we're out here with just an up-rev tune. Completely stock.
This is my 91 240SX. Car is supercharged 5.3 LS.
412 Motorsport E30, running a BMW S52 engine as a power plant.
Mostly stock C6 Corvette. It's like even stock airbox, stock exhaust. Pretty much just safety requirement stuff, and then like a front angle kit, FTF, and then coilovers. I'm feeling pretty good. I think that if we can just get a little more angle and kind of dial in where I got to at the end of practice yesterday, that I think we'll do really well.
Yesterday was good. Today is not good.
Yeah, I'd say I'm having the hardest part for me getting used to was after the entry coming towards the beach, the first outer zone.
Today, we got the car dialed in. I'm hitting the zones, so we should be setting ourselves up for a good qualifying point score.
Car's not an issue. I got into my own head today.
I'm Chris Ewell. I'm a Formula Drift judge. We're out here at Drift League for their shootout up here at Balcony. It's a pretty technical track. Some of the drivers are struggling to get to the first and second outer zone out here, so that's really going to differentiate the field for qualifying especially. And I think it's going to be really interesting when they turn it up for top 16 competition. So I think it'll get pretty wild here coming into this wall, and it should be a pretty good show. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm judging style, and coming from the initiation through the power alley into that first outer zone, if you don't reach out to there, it's going to be a huge deduction. So I'm really keying in on that. I split the track up in half, basically. If you're not getting out here, you're not going to get good points for style. Oh, for sure. You know, that's what's interesting about Pro-Am is the discrepancy between the power levels of the cars. It gets pretty interesting, especially in the chase, and you really have to rely on your spotter to tell you what adjustments you need to make so you can maintain proximity without basically zeroing out or making a mistake because your car is much faster than the lead car. Well, like I said earlier, the track is really technical, and I think most competitors are still trying to dial in their line. So that really could be an issue going into tandem. The guys just aren't really necessarily going to be comfortable. But you know, there's some drivers out here who you know are good tandem competitors. So maybe they just don't need that practice, and they're just still working on the line.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Today at the Drift League, the winner taking home $1,500 cash from the Status Racing, a Formula Drift license, and a customized Fit Energy steering wheel is Aaron Parker! Go for it!
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body,
all while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_.
are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body,
all while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement. Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_. We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body,
all while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Guys, thank you guys for joining us. Welcome back to the Drift League, round 3. We are going to get into top 16 now. We're seeing a lot of familiar faces throughout the year pushing. A lot of guys coming out on top again. You see Ruger is doing amazing.
Absolutely.
He's qualified first, I believe, all 3 rounds.
Has he?
At this point.
Oh.
And he's been able to ace the first 2. So, let's see if he can do it again for a 3-peat. TJ's dealing with some fueling issues. He's trying to get those figured out. It was a part of the reason why he was struggling in qualifying. Right? I went and talked with him. And he's like, yeah, man, car's having a bunch of fueling issues. We're trying to figure it out. Still qualifying 3rd. And then Jake Gonzalez jumping into 2nd place out of nowhere.
With a killer run.
Great job. But listen, hey, before we get started, we want to thank a couple of our sponsors. And we got a few of them right here. You want to just start running through them?
Yeah, it's I think kind of fit, kind of fat. Join the brand, join the message, join the movement, and then there is the pre-order joint venture between the Drift League and kind of fit, kind of fat, where they're releasing a new T-shirt. So pre-order those now.
Yeah, pre-order is gonna be live. They're doing a collab shirt. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be so sick.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I have.
It's actually kind of dope.
It's pretty tight.
I hope they give me one for free.
Yeah, you better.
XL.
2. Thank you. Also, who else do we got up here? We got
Daily Visual.
Daily Visual has been killing it. Sorry, I got the wrong paper, guys. I'm getting my stuff together. Daily Visual is here wrapping the world one vehicle at a time. Pretty sick. Also, our boys over at Status. Huge shout out to Justin and the team over there. These seats are actually comfy. We've been sitting
Actually,
in all day.
yeah, this is the most
You
comfortable
like 'em?
seat I've, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Justin, set them up.
I
Bring them
normally-
into our cult of status seats. Also, ACT clutches. For those of you who don't know, during the live stream we do giveaways. We're going to be giving away Drift League t-shirts, but also we're going to be giving away an ACT clutch at our podium ceremony. So stick around for a chance to win some shirts and a clutch. If you haven't yet, go to thedriftleague.com, get entered for the giveaways. We're going to be picking one of you guys to win that clutch and a bunch of you guys to win shirts. We're probably going to give away like 4 or 5 shirts today. I've already gotten my third one. This is my third one. That's the joke. I don't know where I put my shirts. I probably put them somewhere, and they told me to bring it in, and I was like, yeah, for sure. And
Don't lie, you turn them into garage rags, don't you?
Yeah, dude. Hey, shop rag is shop rag is shop rag, dog. Also, our technical partners, we want to thank Vitour Tires for supporting the Drift League all season long. You guys have been super faithful to us and helping out the drivers with tires. So that's a huge help, and as you guys know, drifting consumes tires.
Yeah, that's all it does.
One of the biggest partners. Speaking about tires, enjoy the good tire service. Andrew, we were just talking about Andy and Andrew.
Yeah, we were.
Big pivotal, just a really big pillar, if you will, in the drift community. Has been helping out SoCal drivers for as long as I could remember. Andy's tires, and then Andrew, his son, my sweet, sweet boy. Enjoy the goods tire service. He's been traveling to all the tracks, doing tires, and he's been here at all 3 rounds of the Drift League. Again, supporting the drivers and changing tires out in the hot sun. So thank you to you guys as well. And then our live stream. You want to handle the live stream, guys?
I think I'll do the LADBX live stream provider.
Yeah.
Today's live stream is powered by LADBX.
Yeah, LADBX is killing it. They are bringing this live stream to you guys just on the other side of this slider door, which you can't see. There's a whole crew in there who's hitting all the beep boops and buttons and making sure that the right screens pop up for you guys. So huge shout out to them. Man, just thank you guys to the sponsors. There's a whole list of them. There's a bunch of them. Thank you guys so much for supporting us this year. And again, helping bring this live stream to you guys, the viewers and the audience at home. And thank you guys for participating. So we're all just a big team here making this happen. Look, we're going to be going into competition, sorry.
Yes.
Top 16. Who's your money on?
Well, what's the battles look like?
Got some good battles coming up. So for those of you guys who have been with us for the day, you guys know that the field is a little bit light as we near the last round of competition. So we have a total of 10 drivers in the top 16, which means, if you're just watching drifting, we run in a bracket system, a championship style bracket, meaning that you have a driver versus a driver and the winner moves on to the next bracket. So we'll be going from a top 16 to a top 8 to a top 4 into the finals.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, because we have 10 drivers, the top 6 drivers in that 16 bracket are going to be getting bye runs. So we're really only going to see 2 battles in 16. And the first battle that should be coming up is going to be Fleming versus Holt. That'll be the first battle we're going to see. Okay. And then after that, you're going to have Gobble and Steele going against each other.
Okay.
So should be a good one. On the left side of the bracket, your first place qualifier is going to be Carson Ruger again. He's been doing it all year long.
Absolutely.
The guy's on rails all season long. And then your second place, Jake Gonzalez, pulled that one out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Which was awesome. What a killer run. A little bit more flair, a little bit more style, but those things kind of tend to get in the way sometimes and cost you a little bit. But that should be rad. But you have Ruger first in points on the left side of the bracket, and then you have Jake Gonzalez and TJ Hunt on the right side of the bracket, who are second and third place. So those two could potentially see battle in the semifinals. And then Ruger has his whole side of the bracket. And so there's, again, 6 bye runs. And we're going to see some pretty rad battles. I'm trying to think of, like, who's going to go up. So the winner between Fleming and Holt is going to have to go against Carson Ruger. And then we'll have Block versus Luis Lanes. Again, Luis Lanes is coming from Pro Spec into this series.
Yes.
And so he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. He did really well in qualifying too. Qualifying 5th. There was a good portion of the drivers who were all qualifying within points of each other.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which means that when we get into battle, those guys are really cut out to pair up against each other. So those battles should be really good to watch. And then if Hunt can figure out his fueling situation, he could do well as well. But even with the fuel situation, he still qualified third,
which isn't bad. And then he's already got us past to the top 8, the top 8, and he's gonna get looks like Ferreira got it as well.
Yeah, so he has a little bit more time. He's on the right side of the bracket, and he's at the bottom.
Correct.
So he's got quite a bit of time before it gets to him. So he's got that time to work on his car, and hopefully those boys can figure it out. But there is something to be said about a third-place qualifying run with a car that is having some type of fuel and cut issue.
Absolutely.
Amazing job. Good job to you guys in the team. Keep killing it. I'm excited to see some battles. I'm not sure if we're ready for battles. Let me. Hey, we ready for battles, or what's the deal? They're going to be getting the guys up to the line. I actually said that to them. I actually radioed in.
Good to know. Tool and steel. Which one's that? Oh, that's
okay.
The 50 to 70.
So it sounds like we're going to be starting the top 16 ceremony soon. So, unfortunately for like Hunt, who's trying to work on his car, he's got to get to the line.
You think he'll like scooter in, like on a razor, or?
I've seen guys do it. Like, hey, leave the car in the pit. And let's get up to this top 16 ceremony so we can do it. But the guys are getting lined up. Let's go jump over to them. You should be seeing the top 16, or rather the top 10 drivers here at round 3 of the Drift League Horse Thief Mile on your screen shortly. Again, a lot of cool battles. I know for me when I was competing, I was like, man, I would get my side of the bracket, and I'd look at it and say, who's on my side? Who do I have to battle before I get to the last guy?
Who do I gotta beat up?
Yeah, so these are your drivers. Here is your top 10 drivers. See that little RV right there at the bottom? That's where we're at, dude. Hey, what up, dude? You can't see us because we're inside, but that little AC on the roof is killing it right now. It's blowing in here. The only problem is air can't get out, so if I was to fart in here, that'd be bad for you.
You better open the door and fart that way.
Fart that way? Yeah, fart in that direction. Dude, it's beautiful out here today. It's starting to get a little bit toasty out there. We're talking to a couple of the drivers about warming up tires and things like that. This is one of those moments where you do not have to, warm up your tires like crazy.
No.
A simple scrub, something like that, will get the tires up to temp. Obviously, we were talking about, like, hey, when the tires first come out, you got to get the mold release off. You got to break that off, and so maybe burn them up a little bit. But by the time you come up for your second lap, give them a little scrub, a little brush, and let's go. Get into some driving, dude. So it's not crazy hot outside, which means the traction levels are kind of ideal right now. It's not cold, it's not hot. Yeah, it's right in between. It's just right, just right. So your first driver we're going to be looking at is going to be Steele.
Hello,
there he
I'm
is.
Tarek Steele. I'm from Santa Rosa, California. I've been drifting about 6-7 years now, and it's my pleasure to be here at the Drift League.
Let's see. I want to see if he's.
There he is, Tarek Steele from Santa Rosa, California. I've been drifting about 6-7 years now.
Oh yeah, they're letting the drivers do a little bit of an intro. Pretty rad. The drivers are going to be doing intros.
Hey guys, Damian Holt here. Beautiful day to be out at the racetrack, and we're ready to get after it.
Your BFF Timothy says hello. Timothy.
Jake Fleming from the Bay Area. Just want to say thank you to Drift SF, Cali Custom Alignments, and Glass on the Go. Also, I love you, Mom, Dad, and Nana. Let's do this.
I can't hear what these guys are saying, but Jake's got a little style. A little style.
Chad Gobble from Houston. Chad Gobble from Yosemite, California. Thank you to my team. My crew chief today is killing it. Thank you to all my sponsors. Let's go have fun.
Jack Gobble, this is awesome, handing these guys the mic and be like, hey, introduce yourself real quick. It's pretty interesting going from the pressures of driving to the pressures of a camera and a microphone.
Yeah, real fast too.
Really fast.
Especially if we're not ready.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Alex Ferreira. This is my L-Spec Option Lab Mustang 2020 Twin Turbo, and I am ready to send it.
This is awesome. Cool to see Alex out here getting down in the Mustang. Awesome for him to join us. And again, this is one of the guys that could be shaking up the points, especially when you're looking at the left side of the bracket. It won't be until the top, but here is.
Hey guys, my name is Luis Lance. I drive the Corvette, and I'm happy to be driving here for the first time. I love this track, and you guys are doing an awesome job. Thank you.
And then coming up next, you have Mr. Block himself, not Ken, but Devin.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Devin Block. We're here in my 40SX today for our round 3 of the Drift League at the beautiful Worth Mile. Excited to be here. Thank all my sponsors, supporters, and family for helping us continue to keep doing this. And we're looking to have a ton of fun today. And stay tuned. It's going to be a great show. Let's go.
Yeah, we hope you do good, Mr. Block. Excited and fun watching you drive all year long, dude. Killing it. Good to see you out there. It's been cool getting closer to these guys' cars too, and really looking at just the build quality and the style differences, different technical things that they've chosen to do from car to car. Bunch of different S chassis built in so many different ways, and then here he is, TJ Hunt.
What's up, guys? I'm TJ Hunt, and I'm piloting a car that is hurt, so we're going to do our best. Wish us luck. We are down on a lot of horsepower, and it's very inconsistent, so we're going to do our best today.
Pretty rad. No stranger to the camera. Still looking a little nervous there, TJ, which is surprising, because it's like, you're the guy.
Aren't you on camera like
You're
every
the
day?
camera guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, that was great, dude. Yeah, his car is hurt,
Hey everyone,
so he's gonna try to
I'm
get that
Jake
figured out.
Gonzalez. We're out here today in my shoes practice, but applied, and also I'm excited for the battles.
Jake's been a shredder, dude. Again, watching all those videos of him drifting out in Utah up the mountains has been rad. And then your number 1 qualifier, Mr. Carson Ruger himself. That dude has been shredding all year long. Let's see. We're just trying to figure out this live stream stuff and see if we can get down to him with that camera. See what he's got to say. It's a cool little post, a little pre-interview to battle, to see where these guys are at. It's cool also watching them pick up the mic and stand in front of the camera and talk to you guys, stuff like that. It's pretty rad. It's been pretty rad, man. It's been pretty rad. So these guys are trying to figure out the microphone situation there with Carson, which I'm sure we don't really need to hear from him. We've been listening to him all day. He came in, got an interview. If you guys missed it in the qualifying, just at the end of qualifying, we get to talk to him.
My name is Carson.
Get his thoughts on, how today's going and the pressures and things like that. So it sounds like we got him back. Here he is. Nope, that's Carson.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Carson Ruger, out here with my E92, sitting on a first place qualifier, about to go into battle right now. So we're gonna be battling the winner of Colt and Fleming. So both E36s, both awesome drivers, both black cars, both get down. Super excited, and I hope we do good. That's about it.
Yeah, Carson. Looking good again. The car is dialed. Carson is dialed himself. He's been on rails all year long. Look, let's give away a t-shirt. Do you have the list of people?
I have a list of people that deserve t-shirts.
A list of people that deserve t-shirts. Man, it's nice out here today, Southern California, at Willow Springs International Raceway, Horse Thief Mile.
Did Caitlin Kelly's ever?
I don't think she ever did. We're moving on, chat. Who's next?
We got
Who's the next person?
Ethan W. That's all we got. Just as Ethan
W. Ethan W. If you are in the chat, make sure that you guys are responding. If you're not responding, we don't know you're here, and we can't give you a t-shirt. We're gonna have to move forward and see who else we can give a t-shirt to. Ethan W., where are you at, bud? Check this out. So these guys are gonna be headed back to the pits. You got someone like TJ who's having some issues with that fuel system. Take that thing back to the pits, brother. Get it figured out. Let's move on. For the rest of these guys, it doesn't seem like anybody's having any real car issues. Everybody seems to be having a good car. Everybody's building, like, I mean, look, the level and progression of like car building is becoming even greater and greater. Cars aren't like, not, I shouldn't say all cars, but most competition cars aren't piles of junk.
I wonder if it's just from like all the information that's out there now.
Yeah.
And I think it's like because before when I was building a car, it was a little bit harder to find information.
Yeah, you
when
also
I first got into it.
You also chose like an interesting car.
No.
You're talking about before the Caddy.
Yeah, the E46. There was like
really.
Yeah, at the time it was 2016. So.
Oh wow.
Who had one? Besides what Alex? I can't remember his last name.
Hilbrun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Mike Essa, outside of Denofa, but he was like on his way out from that car anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, so, that was yeah, I had that chassis as well. I don't think I had. Did I have an E46 by that time? I think I had a 36, which is similar.
Yeah.
Similar in style.
So
but
I bought your first steering wheel you sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the BMW.
Dude, I'm telling you, boy, hold fast, baby, hold fast. Yeah, but cars have progressed like substantially.
Absolutely.
So now you're starting to see some really high level cars and even Pro-Am.
Exactly, and then they even make kits like to where you can just cut off the back, and they're like, "Oh, here's a kit, you can weld this on."
Yeah, yeah, everything's becoming
nice.
a lot more modular, right?
Absolutely.
Like so, companies like, let's say, Cage Kits is making.
I got one.
Yeah, I have one too in my rally car. It's like the sickest thing ever. They're making these laser cut, CNC bent roll cages that just kind of piece together as long as your chassis is not twisted or bent. Yeah. And the cage fits in there like perfect.
And you're good to go.
And it's like, wow, all I have to do is have a welder of some sort.
You just glue everything in.
Yeah, and so like stuff like that's happening. They're doing front ends for like S13s and 14s and bash bars, and there's all kinds of stuff that's coming out now for cars. And so the excuse to build a low-level car is kind of not really there besides the desire to do it, right?
Yes and no. I think some people will still overbuild their cars.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
building a whole Pro-Am car to go compete here, and you're like, oh, I've never even done a whole day at a grassroots event.
Yeah, the only reason that you're really building a bad car is because you choose to.
Absolutely.
Or you like lack a budget, which we understand. Make do with what you have.
Exactly.
Don't go into debt for this. It's not worth it. But like, yeah, to come out here and be able to like, can you build a Pro-Am car?
Yeah,
now?
exactly.
100%.
Absolutely.
There's no excuse. There's engine swap mounts. There's headers. There's adapter plates for different transmissions.
Mm-hmm.
There's everything you can think of. Yeah, back in the day, which my back in the day is really not that back in the day. I think I started drifting in like 2010.
Gotcha.
Which, oh man, that's 14 years.
Yeah, I started in 2015.
Yeah, so 10 years ago or 9 years ago. Yeah. Holy crap, I'm old. This isn't good. Why am I coming to this realization live? That sucks. Anyways, the point is that the things that you want to build now are so much easier to build than what they were. So when you look at the field, it's like, yeah, I anticipate seeing cars that are well put together because the internet has grown. YouTube really has been a big part of that, and people being willing to give away secrets on YouTube and say, hey, this is how I built my car, and even being transparent with like, this worked, this didn't work.
Yep.
Don't do this, do this.
Exactly.
And these are the reasons why, and showing people that and giving that information. So I applaud the internet for helping the progress of drifting.
And you have quite a few of those videos as well, don't you?
Yeah, we share quite a bit of information, even on my own channel. Yeah, I do that all the time. The hard part is being transparent with like hey, I was stupid at this time. And like, do I really want to show that? And that's just like an authenticity thing. Like, are you willing to be transparent with the audience?
Yep.
And so, yeah, we do our best to be as transparent as possible. The wheel spec thing, I know that there's some people who hit me up for wheel specs, and I'm just like, Like, if I can keep something to myself.
What are your wheel specs,
it's wheel
bro?
specs.
That's what I'm keeping.
It's 1810-0 in the front, which is too big for my car. And then it's 1810 minus like 20 something or 30 for the rear end of my
I thought you
car.
were keeping it.
Yeah, you guys can have it. Whatever. Just take it. But, yeah, the competition, just the car aspect of it has grown substantially. Along with the internet and all these other things pushing forward the quality of builds and the levels of cars, you're also seeing drivers who are really good in Pro-Am, who are driving at like D1 levels like back in the day, right?
Absolutely. I'm wondering if that has either a lot to do with like the sports progression, or if like are these drivers doing a lot of sim stuff at home as well? Because it really puts you into like, if you've ever done sim before,
a little bit, yeah.
It really gets you like muscle memory, as opposed to, you know, if you're going out there and you keep blowing off of track and wrecking your car, you can't really afford to jump back in every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think for myself, man, the visual aspect of it was huge for me. So in like the same way that you've watched other sports progress.
Yeah.
The same way you've watched FMX, freestyle motocross. The same way you've watched that progress. One guy's doing a backflip, another guy sees a guy do a backflip and goes, oh, I'm going to do a double. And then now it's like a triple.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, let me do a double, like whatever. Start throwing in all these other things into it. And then you have guys doing 360s, and then before you know it, it's just like, well, that's like the new bar.
Yeah.
So now the bar that's lower, the entry bar, is a lot higher than what it used to be, right? So the sport progresses even just on visuals. I do a lot of watching, like rally stuff.
Okay.
So when I'm watching rally and I'm seeing what these cars can do and I'm seeing what the drivers can do, I'm going, oh, that's the bar. So now the entry level is like, well, you have to hold it wide open down the straightaway. That shouldn't even be a question. Like, look, they're all doing it. You know what I mean?
You got this.
I think that drifting has kind of done something similar in the sense of, yeah, you're seeing guys throwing really high-speed initiations, backward initiations. The tandem proximity has been leveled, right? Like, even if you look at the D1 days back in the day when they first came to America, to like even, let's just go up to Washington with Peter Vincic and James Dean, those tandems they were running in the S15s.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's the new bar. Like, somebody did it, that's the bar, now it's higher. It's no longer like, oh yeah, I was tandeming with my boy and you're 3 or 4 cars behind.
And I was like, dooring him.
Yeah, I was dooring him. Is that even considered tandem? Well, like, technically, sure. But is it like a high-level tandem? Well, no, because now the bar is like, we're it literally looks like our 2 cars are stuck together and we're going around the track. So as the bar has progressed visually online, I think that Pro-Am and regular fun driving even is progressing. And then there's other things that come with that too that push drivers. I know that I get a kick out of like doing something that goes viral. Like, that's fun for me. I like making entertaining videos.
Okay,
so
that's understandable.
when I throw something like, we just recently posted a gnarly like reverse entry at Grange. I think it was a couple months ago or something. We went out to Grange. My buddy Darren came out with his camera, and he's like, hey, I'm going to film the entry. I'm like, okay, then I'm just going to go harder than I really ever have. And so things started, like, style started having to get put into that, because you're like, no, I want this to be like gangster. It's going to be on camera.
Yeah.
And so when the camera comes out for me, it gets me pumped up, because I'm like, oh, this is going to be on footage. Like, I got to do this.
Yeah, it's do or die. I need to make this work.
It gets
today.
me hyped.
Yeah.
And then it's just
Absolutely.
super cool to like watch all the homies and the fans go like, that was the sickest thing ever, bro. And you're like, yeah, we did it. It's just like, it's like just the hype of all of it.
Absolutely.
Of doing something amazing, capturing on camera, setting this, not a record or anything, but just setting this precedent of like, this is how we drive.
Yeah.
And just pushing really just the whole community in total. Everybody has to progress now, because now it's like, oh, that's possible.
Yep.
So now that that's possible, we got to do it.
Like, I need to do better than what he just did.
Yeah, yeah, and so you get hyped. You
Absolutely.
get hyped. Like watching guys like even Matt Kaufman, go into Laguna Seca at like 130.
That's wild.
It's amazing. And so when I go to Laguna, I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do what he did. That was amazing. I want to do that too. I want to get it on footage. I want to make these videos and get all hyped up and pump up the boys, and so then you go after it, because now that's possible. Which with him, if you guys haven't seen, I think he was on Circle of Drift podcast or Goodest. I can't remember.
Goodness.
I think it was on Palmer's.
Yeah,
Palmer
yes,
Sanders.
yes.
I think he was on Circle of Drift, but he started talking about kind of like how all the pros and all these people were telling him that was impossible. And he's like,
okay.
He's like, yeah, it is. Let me show you.
Yeah,
like,
and then
that's tied.
And then when he explained how none of his like his whole engine package and clutch kicking situation, you're not allowed to do it with that motor.
Yeah.
I was like, and you were able to do that?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. It's super sick watching just the sport progress over the years. Again, going back to watching the cars progress, watching the drivers progress. And I know a lot of people are purists and they're like, man, I really wish that we had, a lower horsepower. I wish everybody wasn't chasing these horsepower. It's like, yeah, but chasing the horsepower opens up the doors to do things like that. Like, you can do things now that you couldn't do if you had, your Corollas and all that stuff. And so it just opens the window for progression.
What do you think the happy medium is in?
I don't think there is one.
Think so?
Like, if there's anything, it's probably our mentalities.
That's fair.
Of just enjoy the driving. Like, I think it's a blast to drive really slow, challenging cars. I also think it's a blast to do 120-something mile an hour into the first corner. Like, it's just driving. I'm just enjoying it.
That's true.
Allow people to progress. Allow people to chase after what they want. Like, you hear the argument always about, overbuilding cars. It's like, man, if that's what that guy wants to do with his life savings, let him do it.
Go nuts.
You could coach him. You could give him advice. Like, hey, I don't suggest you do that. But, like, if he does it, and then now he can do 150 into the first corner, that's pretty sick, dude. You know what I mean? So, I'm not against, I don't think there is, like, a happy medium. I think that just the perspective of the people needs to shift. It's like, allow people to build whatever they want, and just look for, like, the cool opportunities of the sport progressing. This is such a really cool opportunity. Such a cool opportunity to just see the sport grow. So, you want to drive them slow, you want to drive them fast, do it. But speaking of fast, we're getting into competition. We're moving forward. We've been yapping for a while they've been getting ready, all the technical stuff going on in the background. But our first battle is going to be between Fleming and Holt, the two E36s.
Nope, that's Goebel and Steele.
No.
That's Goebel on the right.
Is that Goebel?
Yeah.
Gobble? That's Gobble.
Is it Gobble
yeah,
or
it's
Goebel?
pronounced Gobble, he said. He said, you can pronounce it Gobble. There's nothing you're going to be able to say or make fun of me that I haven't heard already. And I was like, I wasn't even planning on it.
I didn't think about it till right now.
I was thinking like turkeys.
I got a bunch of jokes there.
Yeah, Holt and Fleming. So, Gobble is the other E36. These guys all have E36. Jake Fleming.
Wait, does he have the same
Damian Holt.
Oh.
And Chad Gobble all have the same exact car. You're just seeing minor differences. White hood, livery, white wheels. Get a new car, boys. Somebody progress. Now I was talking to these guys in the
Get
pit.
a yellow door so we can just differentiate you somehow.
Yeah, or like a number on the roof. We were talking, me and Chad Gobble were talking. We're saying, oh, maybe we should put numbers on our roofs. Like, yeah, that'd be a great idea. Put a big white number on your roof so we can know who you are. But hey, look, these guys are going to be competing. It's going to be sick. I'm super stoked and excited. Let's see if the live stream is getting into it. Oh, also, really fast, we might be able to give away a t-shirt. Can we give away a t-shirt before these guys go? Who do we have? I saw text messages coming in with new choices for t-shirts.
Well, the next person would technically be Timothy Bushy.
Timothy Bushy, if you're here in the live stream, make sure you let us know so that we can get you locked in for a t-shirt, bro. Comment in the live stream. Comment.
I really like those E36 wings that everybody's been running lately. I think Rodina's got one too.
Yeah, this one I've been arguing with. I was arguing with Riley about Holt's wing. I was like, dude, that's an Evo wing. He's like, no, it's not.
It's an E36 wing.
No, it's an Evo wing.
They sell them on eBay.
It's a Mitsubishi.
His in particular?
That one is an Evo wing. We'll go ask him after this. Okay. That's an Evo wing. The whole shape of it and everything.
What about
there's an Evo M3 wing. That's what she has.
Oh,
that's a Lancer.
his is an
Evo
actual
wing.
Evo. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can see the side picture. Here we go. Into the first corner. Looks like Jake Fleming goes a little shallow there. Quite a big gap between these boys. Let's see if Holt can bring it back in. It looks like he's gonna have a stutter. Oh no, it locks it up. Something goes on there with the step. Fleming's going to cross that line. So we're going to have a clear deficit toward Fleming, and Holt is going to be, or sorry, a clear deficit toward Holt, and Fleming's going to be having an advantage going into this. Let's take a look at this run again. The boys go up the hill. There's supposed to be a pace cone there. It looks like it wasn't completely ignored, but may have been ran over by Holt in the chase. And it looks like I want to try to figure out what's going on with Holt's car here. So he's coming in pretty hot. He slows down, and it maybe looks like he just doesn't get it into gear or has a misshift or something.
Yeah, like he fell out of boost or something.
Yeah, because the car just completely
just shut down.
Stops. So maybe he misses a gear and he's back there. So it looks like he has power and he has boost, but maybe there's a misshift or something going on there in that situation. So Fleming's going to be having that advantage right now. We're pretty much going up 0 against whatever the judges deem Fleming, but it's not a 0, so he has that advantage. And we're going to be looking at a switch now.
Tim chimed in and said, "I'm here, but you can give the shirt to someone else."
Okay, fine, Tim. Let's find someone else.
So who else we got?
Here we go, second half of the battle. Arms drop, the boys are leaving the line. They should be pacing each other down this hill. It looks like there's kind of a race going on down the hill, and then turning this corner here. And then the start line, there you go, Jake getting himself in a good strategic position there. Coming up the hill now, getting a little bit of a stretch put on him. Now what's he going to do is there doesn't have to be too much aggression from him, but you also don't want an inactive chase. So if the judges don't deem this an inactive chase, and it looks like there might be quite a stall there, which is going to benefit Jake's corner because now he can kind of catch back up. But Jake's sitting way back there, and Holt putting the stretch on him. We'll see what the judges say about that chase, if it's going to be inactive, if they're going to call one more time, or if we are in fact going to see Jake Fleming take the W. So let's look at that lead run real quick. Outer zone 1, no problem. And then he hits that inner clip 1 quite off of it. Off of outer zone 2, he's getting a lot of speed, so he's off the line. This is why you see a high line here from him, way out there on the edge, because he's kind of rocket shipping across the corner instead of flowing with it. And then a really tight run across the finish line. So we'll have to see what the judges deem that as. A lot of misses, but ultimately the big mistake is run number 1.
Yeah, with Holt straight, there's not much coming back from that.
There's not going to be a lot of hope for him there. So
yeah,
we'll
especially with Fleming, because he stayed up. He kept drifting the whole entire time. He's a little bit further back. But even with the same distance, like with Fleming out front, Holt was a little bit further back than Fleming was in his chase.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't
the underpowered car right now.
Yeah, and this isn't the chase that we want to see. We want to see the guys get a lot closer.
Yeah.
And again, we're stepping into the top 16 battles. So the first battles we're going to see are going to be tougher battles, meaning like the guys aren't going to be doing as good.
Yeah.
But as we move further in the bracket, you're going to start to see people really start to push each other.
Exactly.
Along with, which I'm really excited to see, Mr. Ruger himself go after other drivers and see how aggressive he's actually willing to get there.
We got another
strategy is. Yeah, another t-shirt. Let's do it.
So Tim didn't want his, so we're gonna go with our next one. It's gonna be Daniel Joy YM.
So just to clarify why Tim doesn't want his, Tim actually works with us here.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, he's always here with us, and I'm sure he has a shirt. He's just being a sweetheart about it and passing off to you guys. So thank you, Tim, for being such a loving, kind, generous, beautiful human being.
Ristina would like you to know it's an LTW wheel on her vehicle. Not an
Oh,
eBay.
lift to offend. No.
I don't think
LTW. I know LTW.
Lift to wing?
Lift to wing, dog.
There you go.
Hey,
Jake
huge shout out. Jake Fleming, there it is. Sorry, I'm writing notes. Go for it.
Jake Fleming gets the win.
Jake Fleming gets cut and dry. Jake Fleming gets the win. So Jake's going to be moving forward into our competition, but Jake cannot run like that against his next competitor, which is that of Carson Ruger.
He's gonna need to do something to get up that hill a lot faster.
Turn it up. If I'm
just try to hit him.
Yeah,
just try.
If I'm Jake's spotter right now, I'm getting in his ear and I'm going, Carson's good. Carson's consistent. Door him. Chase him down. Don't let him get away from you at all. You can push it with someone like that who is a good driver. It's kind of like playing other sports, man. When you start to play a sport that is like a 1v1 style, like let's just say, for instance, tennis.
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing tennis, the only way you can really get better at tennis is by playing tennis with someone who's good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so I look at drifting in like the same way. It's like I can get better at drifting by driving with guys who are good.
Better. Yeah, exactly.
Meaning I can be comfortable chasing you around, knowing that you're not going to spin out and I'm not going to crash into you. Now, there's obviously a bunch of stuff you can learn from chasing somebody who sucks, but there's also a lot more risk involved.
Yeah, did you coin the phrase, don't tandem with a random?
Yeah, don't tandem with a random, dude. That was me. That was me a long time ago with Ruthina. That was me and Ruthina, actually.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, is that who it was? Nick? Yeah, don't tandem with a random. I didn't mean it as an insult to him. Not like random, like nobody knows you, but don't tandem with people that you're not aware of, like their driving
Their
ability.
driving level. Yeah, that's fair.
It's like you start chasing people and it's like, oh, like this freaking guy crashed in front of me, and you're like, well, who is he? Well, I don't know who he is. Like, then why'd you chase him like that? Like, that's your fault. It's not the other person's. Let's get into it. Our second competition here, second battle in top 16. Chad versus Steele. Quite the stretch. I think we got to get something going with these drivers to let them know that, hey, it's not a race down the hill. There's a pace cone for a reason. Let's see what he can walk back in.
Chad's throwing it in, up onto outer zone 2, outer zone 3, and Steele is a little bit further back than he should be right now. Chad's going through now outer zone 4 and crosses the finish line, and I think see is almost a straight from Steele at the last outer zone. We'll see the replay right now and go over it again. Yeah, Chad pretty much gaps him on the way up to the entry. Throws it in. It looks like he just misses from this point of view. Outside zone 1 and inside clip 2. It's kind of hard to tell. We need to see it from. Definitely misses inside clip 2. It's outside zone 4, 5, and just gets by on the inside clip, the final inside clip over the finish line. Well, let's see how Steele does out front. I'm not sure if they've made it around yet. This track is long. What do we use? Maybe an eighth of a mile of the track?
Something like
and
that.
It's
I
like
think
an
the whole
entire
track
mile.
is a mile.
Is a mile. Yeah, so.
Mile long. It'd be cool to do. Jog this thing. Like run your mile here.
Yeah,
the elevation changes would be insane.
There you go.
It would really start to take a toll on you.
It's like when you set up the treadmill for the
incline.
Yeah, you go.
The incline, bro. What a Stairmaster. A beautiful, beautiful Stairmaster.
Gotta get them glutes. Alright. Did we get the second t-shirt winner? Let me check.
Yeah, we should have a list of... Oh. Who did we call? Sorry. I know we asked Timothy, and then Timothy said he'll pass it on.
Correct.
Yeah, we're dealing with the... they're talking to those guys right now on the downhill. There is a pace cone, and the drivers are letting them know. Sorry, race control's letting the drivers know. Hey, we're cruising down the hill, and then we're hitting the start line and going from there. So, yeah, that's kind of a rough situation there with them racing down the hill. We'll see what they say, but now let's see if the favors return. That's the pace that we want to see from these guys. Not anything crazy. Cruise it down the hill. Obviously, you can get stretched on. And then the lead driver is going to be on the outside of this corner because it's the longer, slower line. So the chase driver really has an opportunity to jump in there and get in the pocket. So now they have the right to dip out. And here we go. Up the hill, is still running it. You're seeing Chad trying to keep up with them now. Steele drops the tire, smokes out the judges. Oh, that's going to be awesome. And comes down the hill with Chad not staying too far behind. It's actually a closer tandem than the last battle. He's still coming across that line, but he's kind of running his own line throughout the course.
He is. He's not running.
He's not
the
running
line
the
you're
competition
supposed to.
line.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we'll see what the judges deem of this. I don't know what you guys think, chat. I personally think we should be going into it one more time just to reset that pace cone situation, because that sucks, especially for the chase car.
Yeah, I
for
agree with
Steele.
that.
Now that that's been clarified, I'd love to see these guys run it back.
Yeah, I want to see what he can do, not being left in the dust.
Yeah, because Steele has the faster car. He has, on paper, the better opportunity to keep up, but when you're getting drag raced down the hill, it gets hard to keep up.
Absolutely.
And so we'll see what the judges say, what the judges deem. But that's our second battle in top 16, and we're going to be moving on. Who is our shirt person? Are we giving away another shirt?
Yeah, Daniel Joy. Or is it No, that's Daniel. Is it Danielle? No, it's Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah, I thought I was tripping. All right. Yeah, Daniel Joy. I'll give you a couple more minutes. If not, we'll move on.
A couple more minutes, and then we're going to move on. Daniel Joy, if you're here, say what's up. Talk to us. Let us know you're here so that we could figure out how to get you that shirt, brother. If not, chat, we're going to leave it up to you guys. You guys let us know, man. If you guys want to move on, Daniel gonna call. Oh, there he is. Wait, Daniel Joy is in here.
Is he?
Yeah, he's commenting. He's behind. He's lagged behind a little bit. Okay,
Oh,
so I see Daniel.
I see him.
He's commenting. I'm sure he's going to claim his shirt. Congratulations, Daniel. Brand new t-shirt for you. 200 live viewers there. That was pretty rad. So the judges are trying to figure it out. We'll see what they say. Sounds like somebody said something, but I'm not sure. I heard it really fast in my ear. Daniel is here. Daniel's here. Daniel Joy, YM. Jake Fleming.
Champ.
You want the champ, huh, Omar? Jake's going to be the guy? Yeah, Daniel's here. Go ahead and let's text that over. Let them know. Daniel Joy. Congratulations, bud. You got that shirt. Oh, Steele is going to go ahead and take the W. So I would have liked to see it one more time. I don't know what the judges are doing, but they're giving it to Jake Steele, Chad. It's going to be packing it up, man. It was good talking to Chad. I spent some time in his trailer looking over his whiteboard. It's really actually cool. He's got the whiteboard. They drew out the track. They drew out all the spots, and they're writing down notes on people and stuff. It's like, man, what a dope team. What a good strategy.
You really need to practice that in Pro-Am, because if you go to FD like that, you'll have no idea how to keep up with the other teams, especially the ones that have been doing it a while.
Yeah.
I've seen people go so unprepared. They just show up and hope for the best.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are going on. Fire and rescue here right now, and I'm trying to meet you, Micah. Let me get that shirt. I'll definitely say what's up. And I might give you my shirt. Bro. Yeah, congratulations, Daniel Joy. Also, congratulations to Steele. Steele's bringing it back. But check this out. This is a battle that we're going to have here. Carson Ruger versus Mr. Jake Fleming. I know chat wants to see Fleming do good. Let's see what. So they're on the sport.
I'm wondering though if, like, since his car's a little bit slower, if he would have been able to stick to it, and maybe he definitely would have went behind him.
Yeah.
But if he would have stood it, he might have been able to get a little bit closer. Or
Yeah,
at least stick with him.
He could have fallen out of. He could have maybe gotten back into proximity.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really important. I mean, if you're on the slower car, what's really important is not necessarily cut the line, but dial back the angle.
Yeah.
Dial out the angle, then you can keep up. So Jake's best bet here is to follow Carson to the tee with just less angle. Don't try to change the line. Don't try to do anything crazy, because now what's happening is Carson has a really good lead run locked in. Now Jake has this big mistake because he's cut across the track, and now Jake is at a huge deficit. To come back from that is going to be tough, especially against someone like Carson. Here we go. The boys are dropping in. Carson giving him a little bit of space. Now, Carson doesn't have to go hard right here, but let's just see what he decides to do. They're coming up the hill now. Carson giving him quite the space. It may just be because his car's faster. Carson cutting that line just like Jake did. And you see that weird moment where they're kind of checking up to maintain proximity. And then Carson coming back down the hill, diving in. Getting a little bit of a stretch put on him, but he's maintaining proximity. Carson cutting the line again, and there it is. The contact, which is going to, in my opinion, be at the fault of Carson.
I did see him kind of surge forward a little bit, maybe a little too aggressively.
Let's check out this replay. This is what I'm talking about, is you gotta be on the same line. So he throws in, right? Carson's not on the lead run line.
Correct.
Jake's not necessarily on the lead run line either, but he is closer to it. And then coming into here, Jake's doing what he's supposed to do. So you see Carson and him doing a wonderful job in this driving. And then Jake goes wide. Carson cuts in, hits Jake, and Jake surprisingly keeps it together. He's no soccer player. So this is where this could get interesting.
Absolutely.
Because if Carson drops out right here, or the judges deem that Carson's fault, and he drops out in the top 8, TJ has a real shot at moving forward in the championship and taking home that license.
So in order for it to work, Ruger would have to lose this battle, and TJ would have to win the event to get his license.
Gotcha. That's a rough one, man.
I mean, it could work.
It could totally happen. That's the thing. You have to show up to all the rounds as a driver. You don't know what's going to happen. For instance, in that competition right there, Ruger on paper should be winning this the whole time.
Absolutely.
He's got the line, he's got the car, he's got the cold hands, he is the guy. He's ice in his veins, whatever the kids are doing nowadays. Point is that Ruger on paper wins that.
Yep.
But things like this happen
all the time.
And so now it's in the judges' hands on what they're going to do. Are they going to deem it Jake's fault? I don't see that that's even possible.
I don't think that either.
I think it's Ruger's fault. But
because he did run it, he like cheated the line a little bit.
He cheated the line a lot of it.
I was trying to be nice.
Yeah,
and he ended up in the situation he got in by himself. I
hit him.
I don't think that has anything to do with Jake. Jake was doing a wide line like he should.
He's doing exactly
he was
what
on
he's
the
supposed
line
to do.
actually.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to see. Hey, no soccer slander, please. My apologies. Just hey, tell the boys stop crying about getting hit in the ankle. Anyways, I'm interested to see what the judges deem this, how they're going to go about this. In my mind, it's at least a one more time. I think it's a one more time period. You have Carson making a major mistake and essentially getting a 0, and then right after that, or right before that, you also see that Jake is having a 0.
They went off of leads, I would assume.
Judges are going off of leads, I guess. Carson Ruger gets the W and moves on. I mean, look, dude, if I'm a driver in this, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm petitioning that. If I was a spotter for Jake, I would be going to the petition and saying, yes, I zeroed, but then when he chased me, he zeroed and hit me.
Yeah, but at the same time, they both lost their chase runs, right? That's out the window. So now we're going to go lead for lead, and Ruger did have the better lead.
Yeah, I would just rather see a better clear-cut win.
I agree.
That's what I want. So as a spotter, I'm going, hey, I want a clear-cut win. I don't want this. The judges made a decision on their own based off of like lead runs. Because Jake's lead run wasn't bad.
No, not at all.
Not at all. He did a great job. Ruger also did a really good job in the lead run.
But I think they're just giving them both 0s for their chase. And only going off their leads. So they're trying to determine a winner.
Yeah, I think it'd probably go one more time when Ruger hit Jake, if Jake would have been the soccer player. Then they would have been like, okay, well, we got to go one more time.
Yeah.
But check this out. We got the boys dropping in. We got block versus lanes. check this out. This is going to be good. We have a pro spec driver versus a seasoned pro-am driver. Let's see what we can get done out here. Block throws in turn 1. Lanes, no stranger to the tandems. He's ready to go. He's ready to follow him, whatever he wants to go. Blasting through that smoke down the hill. Tons of angle from Lanes himself. But Mr. Block kind of missing some of the inside clip, but then getting it all dialed back in these outside clips. Outside zones and inside clips. Chat saying with 10 cars we have time for one more time. I agree. I agree. I think it should have been ran back, but I'm not the judge, and it's not my call. If it was my call, I would have did that differently. You don't want any controversial wins. Look at these guys though. These guys are just cooking. These boys are driving like they stole these cars. Good smoke lines off of both of them.
Yeah, you have Block. He only missed what, inside clip 2, and barely missed it, but the rest of the line was perfect.
Yeah, it's a good lead line. Very, very chaseable, and so we're gonna see what Lanes is up to. Chat's asking. So Carson won his license. I believe he did.
Yeah, if he won that wrap.
He did win that.
Let me double check. Hang on.
We'll check points. We're going to try to figure this out, but I believe Carson just got his license. So I believe he's that far ahead in points. See, we're going to go to the second half of the battle between Luis Lanes and Mr. Block himself. Race Control is sending cars. Let's go, dude. Both of these cars are beautiful. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of the C6 Corvette. I'm excited. Hunt's going to be coming up soon. Don't worry, guys. He is a couple battles away. But for the time being, we got Luis running it up the hill. That Corvette being ridiculously light and fast. Throwing it into outer zone 1, nailing it. Missing the inner clip 1, but filling some of OZ2. OZ3, no problem. Does he get the clip? He does, and that's going to be one of those stroke points for a lot of drivers as you block back there struggling as they come to that inside clip. And this will be another one of those choke points that you're going to see throughout competition. This is why it's important. Run the line. You gotta run the line. If you're not running that line, it's going to be an issue. So with Lanes running the line again, if Block is going to be cutting, which he's cutting here, Lanes is going to be cutting across right there, at least he's supposed to be. And then coming down the hill, watch this. Lanes is out wide, and then he's cutting in while Block is surging on him because he's not out wide cutting in. And so they're running these two opposite arcing lines that are going to intersect at some point. So Block has to make an adjustment in order to not hit Lanes. But by the time he makes that adjustment, Lanes is dipping out. Awesome. So it sounds like we're getting from Race Control that Mr. Jake Fleming is in fact protesting the Ruger run. So chat, I'm with you guys on this one. We might get to see it one more time.
Possibly.
I hope that we do. I think it's the right thing to do. And look, is Jake the better driver? The record shows no, he's not better than Carson. But there are moments where someone like Carson can be dethroned because there's so many variables to drifting. It's not just the guy on paper that's better is the winner for that day. That's not how drifting works. So I hope that Jake Fleming gets his protest approved, and I hope that we get to see that battle of Ruger and Fleming go one more time. But for this moment right here, you're seeing two heavy hitters for the day going up against each other in the top 8. The pro spec of Luis Lanes and also Mr. Block himself. Oh yeah, I'm not. I think somebody else is on the radio. Yeah, somebody else. Someone's on the radio button. So as the judges deliberate, Again, these two cars are sick. When I look at these cars, I've always thought kind of like they seem very similar.
The S13 and the C6?
Yeah, like the styling of them, right? You have a fastback, a long nose type of deal.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see that.
You can kind of see it. The Corvette just looks more aggressive. It's got...
Like if you're far away and you haven't drank any water in like 5 days and you're hallucinating.
You're delusional.
Yeah, I can see
they look
that.
a lot. They look a lot.
Yeah,
like
they're identical.
They're the same. Yeah, it's an interesting setup. So I have my C6 is red, and then I have a 240 that's red also. So when I see them, I'm like,
Dude, you have a 240 as well?
Those look really close to each other. Yeah, it's not like the best 240. I traded a car for it.
But you're like, it's a 240.
Yeah, it's a 240 hatch, just like that. I have both of those cars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I have them both in red. And so when you look at them side by side, you're kind of like, oh, they're kind of very similar.
Well, you grew up around cars, right? What kind of cars did you grow up around?
Yeah, hot rods.
So did I. So
hot rods. Yeah. One more time for the boys. Block and Lanes are going to be going back against each other again. Decent call, I suppose. I'm still so hung up on the Ruger Fleming situation that like I wasn't really paying attention to this one.
I see why they called this one more time. I mean, they both had similar leads, like missing outer zones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think not Lanes. Block kind of had like a little disruption in the chase.
Yeah, that line cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that line cutting is going to be tough. This is what we was talking with Mr. Chad. I was rolling with Chad Gobble. I was over at his tent, and when we were talking about Pro-Am just in general, it was very much so like, hey, all you got to do is run this really nice, clean lead run. You're going to win most of your battles. It's something we've seen Ruger do all year long. Now, obviously, Ruger's been doing great at tandem as well, but he's consistently always put down a really good lead run and hasn't missed anything. And so if you can do that all year long, you secure championships like that.
Absolutely.
You don't necessarily, and I mean this from a strategic point. I don't mean this from like an opinion point. Mm-hmm. My preference is lure everybody in competition. Strategically speaking, for Pro-Am, run a good lead run. Always worry about that. Do decent chases.
Yep.
But run really good lead runs, and you can championship all day long. A lot of these guys are having issues just putting together the line, and it's a ton of things. Okay. Again, back to the nerves. Is there a car issue? Is there some type of thing going on at home between you and your wife, and now you're thinking about that while you're trying to tandem? There's so many variables to what goes on in your head, and so a lot of it's a mental game.
Absolutely.
It's like if you could just put together this good lead run, then we don't have to go one more time. We don't have to have issues or anything like that. But it looks like we're going to be seeing. This is a. Oh yeah, no. That was a wrong graphic card. Because we're going back to Mr. Block and Lanes are traveling back up the hill.
They're just going right back to it, huh?
Right back to it. They're probably not changing tires or anything. Which I personally, I would have went and got a tire change.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. Both
especially
of those
on
cars
this
are fast.
course.
Yeah. This track eats tires, and both of those cars cook tires. So the combination of Horse Thief and those tires, yeah, I'd be dealing with that. So Jake Gonzalez versus Mr. Steele. That's going to be our first battle, or our third battle now, of the top 8. But I think we have to go back. We're having quite the situation here because there's a protest that's happening between Mr. Jake Fleming and Ruger's team. There's a protest there. And then Mr. Block and Lanes are going to be going one more time. So those boys are up there, but then you got Jake Fleming and Mr. Steele who are going to be going against each other. Or sorry, Jake Gonzalez. I keep saying Jake Fleming. Jake Gonzalez.
Because I see Jake sitting back waiting.
Yeah, Jake's sitting there, but I don't see Steele. Steele's not there on the line. So I'm kind of curious what Steele is up to or where he's at. Is he having car issues? Is he dealing with something? Because nobody's there at the start line. But the boys are sitting here. Those are some pretty sick cars, man. It gets pretty difficult to make a car look really stylish when it comes to competition.
I agree. It's because you want it to do certain things, so you need it at like a certain height. And sometimes it looks like you can fit a bus inside that wheel well.
Yeah,
but those cars look good.
It doesn't always look good, but these ones here, yeah, I was gonna say these are actually pretty good looking cars.
And no matter what drifting you do, style is important.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
There's no excuse to not have a good looking car.
From pro to Joe, you can't get away from style, boys. Elliot watching from under the table. So we're going to visit this one more time of block and lanes. They're going to be going against each other right now. Interesting too, because again, you would think that there's going to be a tire change and there's not. So now I'm kind of curious, like, is somebody going to spin? Because
that's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, did you guys just both give yourself a crutch? Cause
yeah, by the time that this run is over, it should be okay. Or, sorry, by the time this one's over, the next one's going to be loose.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, the next one's going to be loose.
But I imagine... Absolutely. But I'm looking at this initiation here. When he goes in for the... Well, they're not showing it yet.
Here we
right
go.
here. When the chase car goes in for the chase. But look right here. He does this... Does he go straight?
Yeah, he hits him there. And then
yeah, and
a
he
little
straightens.
bit of a bobble there. Yeah, almost a straight.
Yeah, he's definitely two wheels off in the dirt.
Too.
Yeah, 2 wheels off into the dirt. Not sure what happened there. But... the downhill seems to get where it gets a little bit better for the rest of the run. Even though they missed inside clip and went all the way around it.
Yeah, block just needs...
Yeah.
The second half of the track, block's killing it. He's hitting every single spot he needs to. Outer zone, which is at 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, he's doing great. From outer zone 4 on, he's nailing every single spot he needs to nail. But then he's losing it in the beginning of the course. So now as we rotate, there is that mistake from Luis Lanes. But if Luis hits all of his marks right here, and this is a pro spec driver, you should know this. If he hits all of his marks right here, he can win this battle, as long as the judges don't look at that initiation issue as his own fault.
It looks like chat's saying they lost audio.
They lose audio?
Let's find out if more than one person said that.
Audio came back. Appreciate it, video. Alright, so the boys are dropping in. Luis Lanes knows what he needs to do. Block, you gotta stick him, dude. You cannot let him get rid of the block. He starts to struggle. See how fast that cool is hooked up. The block's gonna have an issue now. Lane's hitting his marks. This is what's important here. Dumping tires in comfort zone. A little bit of big heat. This is when the cars are gonna start to get loose in the second half of this track. Having those tires on. Block does a great job of taking proximity in that second half. I'm telling you, he's got the second half of the track on lock. His big issue is the beginning half. So, as you take a look back at this, if we're going to be going off of the lead run, let's focus on Luis Lane's lead run. Does he hit all of his marks? He definitely hits outer zone 1. Inner clip 1, off, he could be deeper, and then OZ2, he could be shallower, but he gets there, and then he gets into this one as well. Luis Lane's really showing that pro spec in him, and his driving ability is beginning to come out, and he's hitting all of those marks without a problem at all. So, this one's in the judges' hands. How are the judges going to, I think in that second half of the battle, Luis Lanes wins that one. But the first half of the battle, how are they going to judge that mistake that Luis had? Are they going to look at it as Mr. Block's fault coming into that first corner, or are they going to look at Luis on not chasing the proper line? It's kind of difficult. How do you run the right line if the lead car's not running the right line?
Exactly.
How do you stay in proximity? Are you supposed to just ignore them, or do you just follow the lead car into the dirt? What's your goal there? If the lead car is not running the right line, are you jumping on the right line, or are you chasing the lead car?
I feel like it depends on the lead car.
Yeah.
Who are you driving against?
Yeah.
Is it a driver that just made a mistake, or is it a driver who you're not sure if that was a mistake on their end, or if they just haven't been able to hit the line all day?
Yeah, definitely. For me, I on a track like this that doesn't have a lot of risk, I'm following the lead driver. Where's he going? I'm just going to initiate when he initiates. I'm going to follow him wherever the heck it is he wants to go. Because then I don't run the issue of like getting cut, or me being on the right line, he's on the wrong one, now I'm making a big mistake. I just follow him around.
And then that's also a good question for your spotter too, because you'll be like, hey, is this guy good? Like, can I stay on him, or do I need to give him some time, give him some space?
Yeah, you got to do that. So congratulations, Luis Lanes takes the win there, and it looks like we're going back to this, because this is one more time. No, Jake hasn't ran yet.
No, Jake has not ran yet.
Jake and still have not run yet, so we're gonna get to see this battle for the first time. Another one more time. A little bit too shallow. On which part of the track, Mr. Daly? Which part of the track? Yeah, the Corvette Prospect. I mean, look, guys. It would, if I was competing, I'd be like, yeah, man, I'm not happy that he's here. But if I don't face him today, I gotta face him tomorrow. It's not gonna matter. You're eventually gonna have to go against Mr. Lanes. But he locks in, man. He locks in. He takes the W. Now we have still waiting on the petition between Jake Fleming and Ruger to come through, see what those guys are going to be doing. But Gonzalez, remember, this next battle we're going to see, still qualifies in 10th place. Gonzalez qualifies 2nd place. Pulls that qualifying run out of nowhere. Beautiful 92-point run. And now it's like, can he do that same thing again? If he can, he wins.
With Steele, yep.
He wins against Steele. He has to just focus on his own driving, not worry about the car behind him, throw down that 100-point lead run, and then when Steele goes, follow Steele.
Absolutely.
Follow him where he goes, and he can win. Now, just like we saw with Ruger and Fleming, you never know.
Easier said than done.
You never know, dude. You never know. Let's see what's going on. We're going to be seeing, I think we'll be getting some, I don't know if I can share that news just yet. Rathina, if you're listening, let me know if I can share that. But here we go with the battle. Race Control is sending Gonzalez and Steele. Let's keep going.
Looks like Jake's protest was denied, so Ruger does keep his win.
Yeah. Let's go, the boys heading up the hill. Jake Gonzalez with the big flick initiation. Steele with plenty of horsepower back there. He's got to reel him back in, but now he's going to be on that off line. And if Jake can stick the line that he's supposed to do, then Mr. Steele's going to have a struggle. He's walking wide there, and Jake is hitting that apex. Essentially, not running away from him intentionally, but running away from him by design. That's what it is. Mr. Gonzalez is hitting everything he needs to hit, and Steele is missing all the stuff he needs to hit, so he's constantly compromising, and that's causing issues. Check this out. Jake Gonzalez again with a 92-point run, so does he hit the first mark? Kinda. He's kinda in there. But then he hits his inside clip, no problem. OZ2, no problem. OZ3, no problem. And you see Steele getting into that position, but he's just going a little fast, and he's got to get back on the throttle, making all kinds of adjustments to try to keep up with Gonzalez, and it's just not enough. It's just not enough. So we're going to see the second half of this battle. As an update, it looks like the protest between Jake Fleming and Ruger is going to be getting denied, which is a bummer. I don't know what's going on over there. Why the judges did that, I can't tell you. In my opinion, they're wrong.
Have you ever been a judge?
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It's terrible.
I'll never do it again.
It's terrible. But I get to be a commentator, so now I just get to talk about them and go, you guys suck.
Now we get to judge the judge's decisions.
Yeah, now I get to judge the judge. This is awesome. So not only are the drivers mad at them, but now I get to provoke the fans to be mad at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be sick. Boys, 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 boys. Here we go in the second half of the battle. Jake Gonzalez versus Mr. Steele. Let's see what they get done. Let's see what they get done. Now, I thought boxing was rigged. Oh, that's funny. So Jake taking an interesting approach. He's not going on the left side of that pace turn. This is one of those interesting things. Wow, Mr. Steele right there where he needs to be, but they're missing. Inner clip 1. Can't see from this position on OZ2, but he's going a little bit deep. Can he keep it on the track? He does, dude. Hayes 10. Let's go. Keeps it together, and it looks like it's going to be going to Jake Gonzalez's favor as they cross the line. I'm pretty sure I could call this one, but the judges have to officially say it. Pretty sure that Jake is going to be getting it.
Yeah, Jake's lead was exactly what it needed to be, and then we have Steele here, kind of a little all over the place. Like, he hits zone 1, cool. He barely touches outer zone 3.
And really?
Goes outside of outer zone 3. Dips almost, 2 tires? Keeps it on track, and then follows through to the end, but he misses the last inside clip.
Yeah, it misses that. Again, if we start to go off of what the judges have been judging all day, then it seems like Mr. Gonzalez is going to get the win, and that's pretty cool. I'm seeing you, chat. I'm hearing you, man. I agree. I think Jake Fleming deserves one more time. I don't know what the judges are up to. I don't know what they're saying up there. They're having their own conversations, but check this out. Jake Gonzalez gets the W. I agree with the judges on that one. That's for sure. What do you think?
Jake is showing his dominance today. I'm thinking Jake might go a little further than we think. Oh, well, he's in the Final Four, so we're definitely going to see him. Who do we have next? Hunt versus... Oh, okay, so we'll see Jake versus...
Alex. It's Alex. That's his last
Alex
name.
Ferreira, that's right. All right. And Alex is kind of a wild card, so...
Yeah.
We'll see. He can pull something out.
He's got the power. He's got the angle. He's got everything he needs to be a dominant driver.
Absolutely.
But can he do it as a driver?
Can he take out Hunt?
We know that Hunt is having issues with his fuel system. Maybe they got it fixed. Maybe they didn't. But keep an eye out for that because it might become a factor in this battle. So, TJ, being the more dominant driver today, qualifying in third. Alex being in position 6. Qualifying in a 6th place position. So on paper, TJ should be able to win this. But again, this is drifting. We don't know what's going to happen. Shaka, what up, Alex? But here you have it, all your stats. Everything's laid out for you. Beside all the important information, like horsepower and all that stuff, and weight and things like that. But on paper, again, TJ wins this. TJ's having an issue. Alex is not having an issue. The only issue Alex is going to have is Alex himself. TJ can also make a mistake, but he also has that fuel issue. And it looks like TJ's going to be leading first. Let's see what Alex can do. Surrounding the corner, you're seeing a very gentleman-like out of TJ, allowing pace, no problem, in the straight, it's go time. So TJ was saying that his car was cutting out around here, but he hits that, so no problem. Alex making a huge correction, a bunch of leaders coming out of it. But I don't see him at all. There he comes. TJ putting it together, hitting those lines. Alex, I think there's a big understeer here in terms of what it looked like.
Yeah, definitely looked like he understeered a bit. I'm not sure if he understeered and like slammed on his brakes because he got a little too close. The worst part about this entry is because you go in wide and then you cut directly right in front of the person that's going to be right behind you.
You got to follow that line.
Yeah, that's why you
Which looks like he does.
Yeah, and he does.
There's
I
the
think,
understeer.
Yeah. So I think Alex didn't go wide enough on his entry behind TJ, and that kind of set him up for what just happened, where he's almost straightening out and understeering right behind him.
Yeah, he starts to get spooked.
Yeah,
and then makes these big mistakes.
Exactly.
That's going to cost him. Again, Alex's car plenty of fast. Even with those mistakes, he begins to catch back up to TJ.
Yep.
And so his car is fast enough. He has enough grip. He has enough horsepower. Has everything he needs. He's just got to keep it cool, calm, and collected.
And maybe he's never been in that situation before to know how to correct it, like in the moment.
And that's why seat time is important. You got to spend time driving with the boys. Not the randoms, but the boys.
Yeah, he had a big accident last year in Texas, so.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, he was flooring it right into somebody.
I think I remember that.
Moving.
Yeah, TJ's car is definitely chapped. TJ's car is definitely looking fixed. It doesn't look like it has an issue. I can only imagine what's going on from the spotter, Dylan, yelling at him, telling him to get his life together and make it happen, bro. So let's see what Alex does in the lead run. If TJ can't keep it together, is he going to give him space? Is he going to door him? What's he going to do? Because that's the stuff that matters in this situation. TJ has a clear advantage. Is he going to lose that advantage by doing something silly, or is he going to lock it in? So hitting that pace cone, beautiful line from TJ. Alex's car, though, and he falls. Plenty fast, but way off the line. It looks like he's going to start to make a spin. Keeps it together, puts it down. TJ staying there good. Not quite forward, but again, watching the guys how to go all over the track. What is fixed there? It's just good driving. A good chase, especially with the lead that he's given from Alex, right?
Absolutely. And Alex went way too wide on his entry. Come back here to the replay. He goes wide, and instead of driving towards the inner clip, it looks like he just goes right around it. Look, don't even see him aim for it. Goes way too wide, but he misses outer zone 2, gets outer zone 3, the first half of it, completely misses inner clip 2. Outer zone 4 is good, outer zone 5, decent, and then again misses another inside clip.
Yeah. Good spatial awareness from TJ, knowing that where Alex is going in that first corner is too deep, and watching. Really, you can really tell where TJ's eyes are. His eyes are on Alex's car, so he watches him begin to go way too wide, and then goes, "Yeah, he's going too wide," and slows down, and allows him to make his correction. And all while that's going on, TJ's still maintaining drift. Correct. So it's just a testament to how good he is at chasing. And look, TJ has been spending a ton of time driving with, that's the cool thing about the YouTube community, is that a lot of these guys are buddies, a lot of these guys are friends, and so they spend a lot of time together, training, driving, doing all this stuff to better themselves. And really, I mean, they have a target on their backs because they have YouTube channels, which is like, to be honest, everybody else should have started YouTube channels when they started YouTube channels, because their lives would be different.
Exactly.
But those boys did it, so there's a huge lack of respect for them. They really have to earn
it from
respect.
The other drivers. I get it.
Yeah. Which I think that TJ's doing it here today, man. He's really showing those true colors, and he takes home that W.
Well, better luck next year, Alex.
Yeah. I mean, look, and Alex jumped into this round. He hasn't been at any of the other rounds either.
He said that he was at the other rounds, but he's broken down during practice every time. Yeah, he said every time he's broken the car.
Yeah, we haven't seen
today,
the competition.
Today he made it through, but unfortunately he was taken out during his first battle. And it comes down to that line. That
line's
line is
huge on this track.
Yeah, you have to run the line they're telling you to run. You can't just pick your own.
Here's the issue. If you don't run their line, the track's not wide enough for you to pick your own line and make your own line. It's not like these, whatever. You look at something that's kind of similar, St. Louis, for instance. It's still kind of this narrower track.
Yeah.
But even that track is pretty wide, relatively speaking, to horse thief. And on that track, you can make some adjustments in your line, but the best line is the line the judges lay out. And if you're not on that, it doesn't flow very well.
Now I wonder if some of the drivers are struggling with that line because I'm sure, like Alex has driven here before a bunch.
Yeah.
But he's always ran that same line that he's running right now, going super wide because he's driving with his boys.
Right.
He's not running the comp line you need to be running.
Yeah. So I'm on the other side of it. I've competed on this track, so when I come out and drive, I drive that line.
So do I.
That's the line I drive. It's like you have to drive his line. Why?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it works really well. Taka
Exactly.
knows what he's doing when he sets up this course. He's kind of the pioneer of this course. I don't think anybody else said it. I think he was the guy.
Yeah, and that
who set
inside
this
clip
line.
is always there. Even when
Always.
we leave, it's going to be there tomorrow if I come back.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's always there.
That white box,
Yep.
all of those white boxes, they're all going to stay there.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, run it wide, hit the white box, go wide, hit the white box.
As soon as you
go
enter,
wide.
you can see it. You're like, oh, drive to that.
Yeah, go to that. You can totally see it. Just
Yeah, and then you
floor
see
it
the
at
next
that.
side because it tells you, like Kaka has even told me before, he's like, make sure you go to the edge of the track and then head to the other edge when you're going on the downhill.
Beautiful. So again, that petition, which that's what it should be, but that's not correct.
That's not correct.
That's what it should be. It should be Jake and Lewis lanes, or at least we should have seen the one more time, really, between Fleming and Ruger. But Ruger, the petition being denied from the judges, it's the judges really who are making that call. Jake Fleming's petition being denied. I disagree with it. I know you disagree with the chat. Maybe the judges have something else to say. They can tweet about it later. Ruger's moving on. He's going against Luis Lanes. So this is where it could get kind of interesting. If Carson loses this, does he lose the championship? Or if he wins this, does he win the championship? Again, I don't have the points. Maybe you guys have the points. I don't know. I requested the points. I said, hey, next time, can we get the points so we could actually do this situational guessing and go into all these different scenarios? If I wanted a couple of wussies, I would have named them Dr. Quinn and Medicine Woman. I love the Talladega Nights reference. That's freaking awesome. Hey, I'll come at you like a spider monkey. So the boys dropping in. This is cool because you have Ruger, who is on a pro spec level tier of driving.
Absolutely.
And you have Luis Lanes, who is
pro spec.
So see these boys can work together. Luis knows, he's a spotter again, he knows he can push it with this guy. Luis drops it, really little tire, and that's going to set him back, but he looks like he's going to cut that line right now. It's adaptation from the push that guy. Just pushing a little bit much. And Ruger is just doing what Ruger does, baby. He's hitting all of those lines. Oh, and a little bit of a hiccup there for Ruger. I don't know what that was. Did you see that smoke line cut out and then come back?
Yeah, it looked like you tried to float it a little bit.
Yeah, maybe just a little too long there.
Yeah.
Let's check this out one more time. Luis trying to do everything he can in the chase position after this mistake right here to now catch back up to Ruger, because Ruger's not exactly going the fastest, but again, if you're off that line, I can't stress it enough, you can get ditched. So we're starting to see that here, starting to put the stretch on him, but watch Ruger's car. Kind of a big hiccup there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's thinking he's going off, so he's trying to slow down.
I wonder what it was that he had going on there, because you did see him just cut off throttle. I don't know if maybe the car
Maybe the car cut?
Yeah.
Maybe the car cut. But if the car cut, I know that Ruger is smart enough to go and say, hey, I need a competition timeout.
Absolutely.
I got to go back to the pit and figure this out. Maybe you forgot to fuel up or something.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out when he gets to that line.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, watching that, I think he's just overcooking it a little bit. He's coming off the throttle, trying to keep the car on track.
Yeah.
He is on track, and then he goes.
And I wonder if they're being told to drive all the way back to the start line, even if you do have an issue.
Yeah.
Because you can't, like, turn around at the entry.
Yeah. Yeah, 1JZ4L, bro, the elevation change is serious here, and it's really hard to show on camera. Unless everybody had like levels on their camera and they just held their camera level the entire time, then you could see how bad it is. But if you guys have not come to Willow Springs and driven Horse Thief and you do drift, come through, come drive this track, find an event that's happening. This is one of the greatest tracks in Southern California, if not the greatest track.
Absolutely.
All right, Luis Lane's dropping in. Carson Ruger behind him. Let's see what happens up this hill. I know that Luis's car is got a lot more grip and it's fast. You can see that he better than Carson's, especially in the second half.
Absolutely.
But Carson's chase was better than Luis's chase. So let's check this out here. Luis putting the gap on him there up the hill. Carson doing whatever he can do to catch up to him. But you can see Carson cutting the entire line, trying to hang, going, man, that guy's car is fast. Luis is cooking. How do I keep up with them? So Carson, again, you can see that he's able to maintain a amount of proximity or a distance because he doesn't start to cut the line and go crazy in the second half.
No.
He just drives the race line.
And that might be to his detriment at this point because you didn't see him really cut the line to try to catch back up. But how much grip does that C6 have? Because that thing was moving.
Yeah, the one thing I talked with him and his car builder about earlier was that they have to actually add weight to that car in order for it to qualify in FD, which is sick. So check it out.
One more time.
There it is. One more time. They're going to be going one more time. What do you think? You don't think? You disagree?
I thought it was going to be Lewis, to be honest.
You thought it was going to be Lewis. Okay.
Is it Lewis or Luis?
I think it's Luis.
Okay.
I think it's Luis. He is from, I think, Colombia or something. I don't know where that flag is. That's the flag for his nation right there. Or Venezuela.
Venezuela, yeah. It's just like, I know I saw it earlier.
Venezuela. So it looks like these guys are not going to be changing their tires. It looks like they're going to be going for it again. This is gnarly to me. I don't think this is a good idea.
For them to... Oh, they're doing it? Oh,
look, they're
no.
turning around.
Especially that C6. Oh, wait. This is the second time he's done that then.
Second time he's done that.
Hey, man, what'd you put in those tires?
Here's the thing, too, is that his car is so much faster that if Carson starts to lose grip, this isn't going to be good. This isn't going to be good. He's not going to be able to hang with him.
What tire is Carson? Is he on Vitour?
Chat's not digging this at all. Chat's losing their minds right now over.
Chat's like, what is going on? Wow.
They're getting upset. They're saying favoritism for Mr. Ruger.
Yep.
They're saying, no way, dude. Ruger should not be getting the love that he's getting. But, hey, I'm not the judge. That's what they're doing, man. That's what they're doing. We're going to be giving away another shirt for those of you guys who are here. I don't know how to say this. Jessley 15. Congratulations if you're here in the chat. You just won a shirt. You better be commenting so we can see it. Jessley, if you're here, make sure you jump in there. Everybody in chat's going, hey, Luis got that. What the heck's going on? There it is. Now the boys are going to be changing tires. I wish they would have told them down at the bottom of the hill. But here it is. Everybody's chat's going off saying Luis had that. Why is Carson getting a second run?
I don't disagree. I don't understand what they're talking about. I kind of like to see the replay back on that one. Just out of curiosity, maybe they saw something like that.
Look at these guys. They're so strategic. They actually drive it.
That's how good
the competition line. It's like, let me go drive it. Figure out all the spots I need to hit. That's what you should be doing on any of those.
We gotta show that line to Alex.
You gotta show that?
Yeah.
Alex.
Find the line here.
Yeah, everybody chat's going off. Everybody in chat's saying FD driver. Isn't Luis already FD driver? Yeah, he is an FD driver, but that doesn't matter. A win's a win's a win. Guys are yelling rigged. What's going on? Luis had that. Give me my shirt. Rafi, chill, dude. Take it easy, my bruh. Fire rescue here right now in fan. Let me get a T. I hear you, brother. I hear you. That's not how it works, though. It's simple. You do one more time till the person they want wins. We all seen this at other drift events. That's hilarious. I'm not saying that. That's what chat's saying. That's what you guys are saying. Drift League. Must be present to win.
Ruger won that for sure.
No, but check this out. This battle is going to be sick. TJ Hunt versus Jake Gonzalez. This is a top 4 battle. Let's see what these guys can get done. Jake Gonzalez, right there. They're throwing it in. Both of these guys, phenomenal drivers, heavy hitters in this scene. Check it out. Jake puts a stretch on TJ. TJ's got it. It doesn't matter. Hey, this is top 50 lock in, but Jake is hitting everything he's got, and TJ's doing a great job keeping up with him. Look at that. Now, what's your call?
You can't have the good chase without the good lead, and that was a good lead. So
can't do it.
I'm not gonna. I want to see the tables turn and see how well Jake does in his chase. We know that TJ does a really good lead.
Yes.
So now I want to see how the tables are going to turn here. Does Jake normally follow really close? Is it super tight? I only saw the one battle before this, so.
I think that Jake is going to be, I think Jake Spotter's going to be in his ear going, hey, you better get it.
Get up there. Yep.
This is your time to shine, bro. Do you want to have a podium this year or not? Because if you do, you got to win this battle, bro. You have to win this battle. See, that's going to be the other thing, is that when we go into battle for third place, if Jake can get this. If he gets this W, he's automatically guaranteed a spot in the finals, 1 or 2. He'll be 1 or 2 if Jake wins this, and then you're going to see a battle between either Hunt and Lanes or Hunt and Ruger for 3rd place. Because here at the Drift League, we battle for 3rd place. We don't hand it out. That's not a diss, but it kind of sounds like a diss.
It sounds like one. It sounds like you want to talk about it.
We want to see some more driving, dude. I'm a fan too. Go, Jake from State Farm. Chat says, let's get it. TJ running up the hill. Jake behind, trying to keep up. TJ's car is faster. As we saw earlier, Jake can put it down. Here we go, TJ on the line. Jake's pretty freaking good. Really slow. A little bit of a gap there with Jake. Awesome. TJ awesome wide. He's going to get down to Jake then they rotate through. Jake's going to be right back on it. So that popper. Jake kind of cutting the line there, not being on the wide line, but cutting the line and maintaining proximity. What's your opinion on that? Do you like when people cut the line to maintain proximity? Do you not like it? What's your deal?
You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I see he got left going up the hill, so I get it. So I can see why he would kind of dive in, but luckily he didn't dive in a bad spot because he was able to keep up with him.
Yeah.
But it looks like TJ just has a lot more speed.
Yeah.
And more control over the car in the lead as opposed to Jake does in this chase. Obviously he tightens it up towards the end, but the downhill, or at least the first half of the track, kind of gave it to TJ at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. TJ came flying down that hill, and you see him kind of overcook it just a bit and miss that inside clip, which just allowed Jake the opportunity to get that door. So we're going to have to go to the judges and see what the judges say on this. But TJ, great lead run, except for at the bottom of the hill right there. Everything else, he was nailing all of his markers.
Now the question is, was Jake's lead, because it was better than TJ's lead, just based off the downhill portion alone and hitting all the zones?
Yeah.
And the clips? That's what I was going for.
There it is. There it is. The judges want to see a one more time. Tighten it up, boys. Chat says. I agree.
And a
Both
definitive winner. And a definitive winner.
Yeah. I want a definitive winner. I don't want the judges to.
Yeah, because you can go back and forth all day, especially with that run, or those two rather.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys, I mean, look, if the problem with drifting is it does have people involved, meaning it has judges. So, you know what the best thing to do? My mom always told me when it came to competition, don't leave it in the judges' hands. She's like, you don't want them to make a decision. You make the decision as the driver. And so you got to stick people. You got to run good lines. You got to do crazy stuff like that. If you don't do that, it's going to have to go to the judges. And typically, when the judges get involved, it sucks. It's like, man, I'm not stoked that the judges get to have a say in my future.
I wonder if the chat knows that we can see what they're saying, and if they're not watching the same comp we're watching. Because someone's like, Jake was on the door the whole run. Did you miss the downhill portion?
Yeah, I missed that part.
Yeah.
I missed that part for sure. Oh, get a phone call.
Can't take that. Who else do we have left? So we have Ruger and Lance going one more time. At least they decided to change tires this time. Let's see.
Yeah, we're going to have to. I mean, and like this is what this is. These boys are seasoned. They're going to be going and getting tires changed. I'm amazed that Ruger and Lanes were like, let's run it back. Or no, they didn't.
I don't think they did.
They
on
didn't.
purpose.
They did. Lanes and Block did it.
I think it's because they don't have anybody to talk to after the finish line.
Yeah.
Unless like you shoot all the way around to the other side that you can't even drive down.
Yeah. Well, I think the flag guy has a walkie.
Does he?
So he should be talking to the flag guy, going, "Hey, I gotta go change tires."
Yeah.
And honestly, if it was me, I would just be like, "Change tires," and just roll off into the pit. Like they know what I'm doing. If you don't know what I'm doing, like you've never been around drifting before.
First day.
First day of the job. I remember being there. How do I get my shirt? Hey, Jesse's here. Sick. He responded. Make sure.
Jesse, how do you get your shirt? How do you get your shirt?
We're gonna
great
ship
question.
it. We're gonna ship it to you. We're gonna take care of all that. You're gonna get that thing, bro. Don't you worry about it. The biggest thing you should be worried about is getting entered for giveaways at thedriftleague.com. Make sure you get entered if you haven't yet, because we're giving away shirts. We're also giving away clutches. That's right, a clutch from ACT Clutches, one of our partners here. Huge shout out to those guys for supporting the Drift League and bringing this live stream to you guys free of charge. Free of charge, beautiful, all that stuff. Let's go through a couple more of our sponsors. One, it's clearly here, Status Racing. Huge shout out to these guys for supporting the Drift League. They've been a supporter of the Drift League for a long time, so thank you to Justin and the boys over there at Status Racing. Also, Speed Strap. It's getting windy outside. I saw a couple of speed straps out there being used. What's the big difference? Listen, Speed Strap has these ball bearing mechanisms in them that make them so much better than like Harbor Freight straps or regular like construction straps. They're really nice, really easy to work with. They're not all clunky and jammed up. They're smooth. And it's
butter?
Like butter. And
There
it's
you
very,
go.
very interesting to see. Also, guys, huge collab shirt going down between the Drift League and Kinda Fit, Kinda Fat. The pre-order is open. So head over to kindafit.com. Get ready for the pre-order. We're doing a Drift League, Kinda Fit, Kinda Fat collab. Also, daily visuals, wrapping one car in the world at a time, changing the world, doing different things in the world, washing ducks with Dawn soap, and also wrapping one car at a time, wrapping the world, one vehicle at a time. Huge shout out to Daily Visuals. If you guys are looking for a wrap, hit those boys up. They're going to get you taken care of. Technical partners, Vitour Tires. Taking care of our drivers and supplying them with discounted tires. Vitour, motorsports.com. More information, check it out. A lot of guys are wearing those saying that they're good tires. I've never been on them. I hear good things. Enjoy the good tire services. I love Andrew. I'm super biased. Andy's Tires, Enjoy the Good Tire Service are the best guys in the game. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't know that, now you know. We're going to get into it. And the last one who brings you this live stream, along with all these other partners, but the guys who are hosting this whole thing, LADBX live stream, are the providers. We love you guys. Today's live stream is powered by LADBX. We're getting into the second half of this battle. Carson versus Luis Lanes. Second half, sorry. The one more time on this battle. Let's see who can come out top. Pro-Spec, the Pro-Am potential champion versus Pro-Spec driver in the Corvette. Let's see what they do. Carson with a huge bobble and early initiation. It seems like the nerves are starting to get to it. He's in here, he's going to talk about the pressure for the line. Let's see if he's locked in. Got a ton of angle coming out of it. A lot of style. We're talking about that earlier. But hey, what's the goal here? Locking the style or locking the championship?
Gotta hit them with the two birds with one stone.
Two birds with one stone, baby. That's the way to do it. Checkers or wreckers, but either way, we're going to be on the highlight reel, boys.
Now I want to see what changes Ruger are going to make during this chase, knowing what he knows now about Lanes, especially with his speed, and coming down the hill, which is where the biggest gap happened on their first run.
Yeah, and Luis Lanes, look, he's staying there. He's not falling away.
He's no
not
slouch.
Falling apart. Again, that Corvette is fast. It boggles me. I don't completely understand suspension geometry, although I've been driving for a long time. I was like, how did he make that car so fast? I don't know what he did. Somebody went back there and did the tweaks and the tunes.
They did the thing.
And now the car's fast. But I've always seen Corvettes, and they've always looked like they were really, really
Just
fast.
ripping, yeah.
Micah, what beard oil do you use? I don't use beard oil, bro. This is all natural. Just don't shower for like 4 days, dude. Just don't shower. That's kind of the solution.
It's
you
maple
want oil in your beard? Get it from your body, brother.
It's maple syrup.
Yeah, or it's It's the grease that came off of my McDonald's sandwich this morning. I just rubbed it in. You got to be on that door.
Well, I'm about to ask an old man question. What's that? Before
What's
I say that out loud.
What's what? Oh, that's like, yeah, it's not bad. It's funny. Here we go. Second half of this battle. Ruger had a huge bobble on that initiation that threw him offline. Let's see what happens. Luis Lane's Corvette is just rocking. Hits that line. He cuts it across, and if Luis can walk this in, then I think he can take home his W. You're seeing Carson fall way back. Luis cutting in. Carson on the wrong line, making a huge mistake. Trying to get it back together to chase down Lanes, and it's not looking good for Carson right now. Which this is, I'll say this, between Carson having to battle TJ Hunt, between Carson having to battle people like Elliott Bright, this is probably the best driver that he's gone against with the most put together car. So this is what Ruger has to look forward to if he locks in this license for Pro 2. These are the types of cars he's going to be going against. You're not going to be going against these Pro-Am guys who are building cars in their garages, per se. A lot of these guys have backing. A lot of these guys have money. A lot of these guys have support from other FD drivers who are helping them tune their cars and make their cars even better and faster and faster. So let's get to the judges. They're going to be making their call, and we're going to see what is going to happen. What is the future of Carson Ruger? Does Carson Ruger still, on paper, win a championship? Or if he loses this, does he lose a championship? We know that TJ is behind by like 40 points or something like that. So with Ruger going out in the top 4, if he does now TJ have an opportunity to get his license? We're going to have to see.
I don't think so. I think the way the points are stacked up right now,
You think Ruger already has it?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
I think so. I don't have the points in front of me, but I know that there was a scenario that needed to play out for TJ to win it.
Look at this.
And
Ruger's out.
Ruger's out.
Ruger's out. Not what he wanted. Ruger wanted to go for a perfect season. First place qualifier every round. First place finisher every round. And he loses it here. He still gets the first place qualifier today, but he's not going to get that podium today. So what does that do for the points? I don't know. I haven't looked at it. We're going to find out later tonight. I'm excited. We're going to be announcing at the end of the night the winner of the championship. But Lanes moves in, and it's no surprise. It's no surprise that Lanes is taking home a W. This is what we anticipate from someone of his caliber of driving, someone of his level of driving.
We have next Jake Gonzalez and TJ Hunt. They didn't go yet, did they? Did they get it one more time?
This is the one more time.
This is the one more time. Okay, that's right. What's going on? I wonder what changes they're going to make now. Now that they know what's going on. I think Jake needs to be a little bit faster in his chase, especially coming up that hill. And how do you make that change? No idea.
There's options. You got options. You got some toe in you can do to get that car to kind of have more forward momentum.
Yep.
You can lower tire pressure to increase the contact patch of the tire on the floor.
Yeah.
Which essentially gives you more forward momentum. There's a couple of things. You can soften up the damping, which actually I found that like sometimes stiffening it also helps, which is kind of a weird thing, but the car kind of gets settled and it stays settled. So that kind of has like a weight transfer effect to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I'm no expert. If you guys want to learn about suspension setup, Chelsea Nofa has some really good episodes that he put on his channel where he talks about suspension setup for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just by himself to the camera. It's pretty rad.
At least we should just compare it. Way different.
Okay, here we go for our one more time battle between Jake Gonzalez and TJ Hunt. Let's see which one of these boys is going to be going into the finals against Luis Lanes. See TJ hitting that race line. Jake and the gentleman about to take open with the throttle, going into turn 1, hucks the car in, gets the first outside zone. Also hitting the curb. TJ fighting to get back into the car. Oh no! And TJ off the side of the track with an understeer. And Jake leading out his run. So, here's the scenario. What's going on with TJ's car? Not sure. We know. You can see actually. Look how big that gap is. You can see his almost half of his wheel, or quarter. Sorry, it's almost a quarter of his wheel being consumed by the height differential
of the drop off right there.
Yeah, it's pretty rowdy. So TJ, let's take a look at his car. Jake's doing a phenomenal job out front, but TJ having those issues with the fuel. What's he doing? He doesn't go as wide on either one of those, and now he's rocket shipping down, trying to make an adjustment and washing off the side. So did the car shut off? Was he going too fast, trying to get onto the brakes now and slow the car down? Who knows? It looks like his car's off. Otherwise, I know that he would be driving off. Oh, no.
It looks like it was an issue with the car, though, because he seemed to be fine, but for whatever reason, maybe the car shut off.
Yeah, potentially.
Maybe that fuel issue he's having came back to haunt him. But it didn't look like, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary that would make him just straighten out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that line, in my opinion, that line was just off, trying to catch back up to Jake down the hill, and he's kind of shooting straight down the hill instead of kind of having that big arc from left to right and putting the car in the right spot to slow down for that downhill. Instead, kind of just washing and trying to make corrections.
The chat, you can't park there.
And keep it together. You can't park there. Yeah, look at those tires too. Look at this, chat. Those tires are so sticky and so warm that they are picking up chunks of rocks and dirt. We're going to be able to see those rocks and dirt come off as TJ pulls onto the track. So hopefully not pulling on to where the drivers are going to be driving, which would be that spot there. But check this out. You see that? You see the box there for the outside zone, and you can see on the right side of your screen where it's kind of low, and you keep following it, and then to the left side of your screen you see it kind of kick up, and it looks like it almost goes higher right there in the asphalt. That spot right there where that dip is, right where TJ's front wheel is, if you go from TJ's front wheel to the track, that hole that's right there, what you guys can't see is that there's a hole there that's probably about a foot deep. And that thing is what we were talking about earlier, Gerald and I, when you were saying you could drop a wheel off in these spots and destroy a wheel, or even
that's right there where my frame like touched ground, and you can hear it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have plenty of scrape marks on the bottom of my car. Like I was board sliding.
I've seen people get stuck there because they don't have enough momentum to get through it.
Yeah.
Because most people usually just hold onto the brakes once they know they're spinning out, and you see someone get stuck there. I actually got stuck on the other side too.
On the other one, the exit one. So let's see where. Hopefully he didn't break anything to where a tie rod's off. And, he's having an issue like that. It looks like he's checking some stuff to make sure that it's good, make sure he's not leaking. It didn't seem like a super gnarly off.
No.
But these front ends they can be sensitive, they can be temperamental. So just making sure that he's not leaking, making sure that his tie rods are not broken, causing like a further issue with us being able to continue on.
I would say Chad flying off earlier looked a little worse than this one here.
Yeah. Yeah. The bad part is that when you go off the track at some of these tracks, they're not very forgiving, and your best bet is to not be on the brakes going off, because that causes a ton of stress on the rest of the suspension and could potentially break stuff. So it looks like TJ waves him off, like, hey dude, yeah, we're good, we can get out of here. We built a good car, it can handle it off, it's no big deal.
How do you feel about Z's? Have you ever driven one?
Yeah, I don't like them.
What about them do you not like?
So I think Z's are, so I think Z's are great, and TJ kind of talked about this too. He's finally gotten that car dialed in. He started working with Chris Forsberg to really get that in a couple times in competition. It actually kind of this second. Phenomenal job in that lead run, and with TJ blowing off. Hey, this happens. 5-minute calls happen.
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body.
All while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_.
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body.
All while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Welcome back, everybody, to round 3 of the Drift League, presented by all these people behind us. We're going to be going back to, if you guys have been with us, we're going to be going back to the one more time of Jake Gonzalez and TJ Hunt. TJ experiencing some car issues. I saw them driving around. We got to run out of here real quick and just go look at some stuff. Jake, killing it.
Absolutely.
He is talking about how his car's a pile of crap, and I was just talking to one of his spotters, and he said, look, dude, this car, you've been saying this car sucks, but we've gotten this far with it.
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten this far with it. and you got to get rid of the mentality that the car sucks. It is time to lock in. That's what a spotter's telling me. Lock it in, get it done. Let's move forward with our lives. And hey, I agree. You got a car that's been running this good all day long, this whole weekend. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Round 3 with that car, you know what I mean? Just took it out to Utah to drive and drift in the mountains. It's like, this car's great.
He took that same car?
That same car. He's been driving that S13. Which I think is a good idea. I think that
keeping one car.
Well, no, just the idea of like taking your competition car and going and exploring other types of events with it. Because you really get to know the car. You really get to spend time in the car. Something like a toge event is huge. You really have to get comfortable with the car in order to drive in situations like that.
Yeah.
So that's good. Then when you come to competition, it's like this track's nothing compared to a toge track. This is probably the closest thing we have to a toge.
Yeah. And we only get to use 3 turns.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Even when we go warm up, like even you're trying to shoot down the long way to hit the first turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always overcook it right there.
I've gotten to drift the course, the layout, and then past the finish line, across the water tower, and then back up the hill, and it is like wild. You're cooking.
Yeah, you're moving.
By the time you start going back up the hill. Yeah. Look, we've been experiencing some technical difficulties today, and we just want to say we appreciate you guys for being around. Hey, if you haven't yet, go ahead and leave a like on this video. Help us with the algorithm. Again, all of this stuff is brought to you by all of our partners, and we just want it to get out more. We just want more people to see it. We want more people to join you, join us, and enjoying this show. Join us, join the show, watching drifting.
You'll get there.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're working on it. You just make me nervous, man. You make me nervous.
What is it?
Over at you.
What is it?
You got the crazy eyes, dog.
That's crazy.
That's
never,
crazy.
Never has anybody ever told me that.
You got kind eyes.
Yeah,
dude. We're super stoked. There's just again a blessing just to be here, doing stuff like this, enjoying it with you as well, and also the fans. You guys make this possible. You guys make this worth doing. So for those of you who have joined us this first year of doing the Drift League live stream, we say thank you. Also, if you haven't yet, head over to thedriftleague.com, enter for some giveaways. We got another shirt to give away. We're going to be calling out that winner right now. And then at the end of the night, we're going to the podium, and we're going to be doing an ACT clutch giveaway, dude. So stay tuned. When we get to the podium ceremony, we're going to be calling out who that ACT clutch winner is, and you have to be present in order to take home that clutch. You can see here on the stream, we got the boys, the track. Look at that big old leaf blower on the back of that little Toyota. It's almost like a little jet engine. Doing a little track maintenance. So again, when TJ goes off, or other people go off, they kick up tires and, rocks and sand onto the track.
How much boost do you think you'd get out of that thing? If you just like plugged one in,
if you just had
on
a
dyno,
straight
yeah,
backward?
just on a dyno situation, you just turn that in.
I don't know.
I'm curious,
but I'd like to find out.
Yeah,
that's actually not a bad idea for a video.
That'd be a fun video.
That'd be a really good fun video. Yeah. Let's see the Drift League. Hey, love you guys. That's what the Drift League's putting in the chat, dude. Technical difficulties. Seeing Gerald's face on the live stream, Eddie Drift says.
Thank you, Eddie.
That's so sweet of you, Eddie.
How about you go drive your car?
Oh, it's getting real, dude. Mm-hmm. Don't ever argue with the host, bro.
And pre-order shirts from Kinda Fit, Kinda Fat.
Yeah, we got this collaboration shirt coming out. It's going to be a collab between Kinda Fit, Kinda Fat, and the Drift League. So make sure you head over there and pre-order that shirt. Just a huge shout out to those guys for just supporting us, believing in us to get this done.
Is that an E36 on it?
Where?
On the shirt?
It is definitely a Beamer.
Yeah, it's definitely a BMW.
It's a 36. That's a 36.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Sure is. 36 with a big old monster mouth on it. Going hard. You guys can see the shirt design for the pre-order on our Instagram page. So head over to Instagram, thedriftleague.com, or the Drift League, sorry, and you can see the shirt that we're going to be doing together. You see these guys doing a little bit of track maintenance. Looking like Caltrans out there. A lot of standing around, not a lot of doing.
Just on their phone.
Look at him. Hey, babe. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home for dinner. Boss got me working overtime tonight, but I'll give you a call back. The other day there's an accident and we rolled up on it and shut down like the whole 60 freeway. It was essentially a big rig with an excavator on it, got stuck under a bridge, so it was just too high.
Jesus.
And we rolled up on it, and all the Caltrans guys are standing around in a circle like talking and laughing, and I'm like, dude, we're sitting in like an hour plus of traffic because you guys are just sitting there. Like, air down the tires on that trailer and let's get on with our lives, man.
Please, some of us want to get home.
Some of us got plans tonight. Okay, we are back now with the second half of this one more time battle between that of TJ Hunt and Jake Gonzalez. Now in the first half, just to give you a rundown or reminder, Jake was ripping, being the higher qualifying driver. Jake is leading first. TJ is going to be giving chase. You can see the sun is setting. The hills are casting shadows. It's about to start getting dark. We got to get through all this stuff. But look, Jake led, did a great job on the lead run. TJ, following behind him, ends up blowing the downhill and going off the track. I saw the boys over in TJ's pits, taking the car, driving around, making sure the front end's good, all that stuff. He called his competition timeout, and now it is time to do battle. Jake's ready to go, hot to trot, and TJ is warming up those tires. They're gonna pull up the line, and we're gonna drop in and get some drifting going. I know Jake's team is super hyped that he's made it this far in the competition. Super hyped that that car that he calls a piece of junk has gotten him this far. And so all the boys got to do is win. It's not that hard. All you got to do is win.
That's it, huh?
You ever seen Brink? Remember that skating? Remember?
I love that movie.
Remember when he's like, hey, just skate better. That's what this is, bro. Hey, just drive better. And then he has like this epiphany. Oh, that's all I have to do. And then he does it and he wins. Spoiler alert. Sorry if you haven't seen Brink.
One of the best Disney originals of all time.
It is. Next to Supercrossed.
Motocross.
Motocross. I don't know.
Oh, all right.
Whatever it is, it's
Andy.
kind of an interesting name for what the plot of the movie is. But what a great movie that one is, too. So here we go. TJ Hunt heads up the hill. Nice big flick, early initiation. Jake going, hey, what do? Do I push it? Do I just try to stick with him? Do I give him some space? What's going on? TJ looking at him. A lot of speed, a lot of control, walking it in, but Jake's not letting him go anywhere. Flying a little left foot right there, walking that front line, transitioning through the smoke. TJ not going anywhere. Jake kind of got the line there at the end, but TJ you can see really billowing out the smoke behind that 350Z because he knows he's got to get it done, man.
Yeah, and Jake really kept up this time, especially on the run-up. He wasn't a bus length behind like he was on their first battle. Waiting for the replay to go through.
Yeah, not at all. So we'll see what happens with this battle. What do you guys think in chat? Who's got this? Jake and Bake? I see you guys saying that. Jake gets some. Look at this. Beautiful. Jake doing a great job not falling behind because he's utilizing that left foot brake in the chase and then allowing himself to get closer to TJ in that last corner. Again, he cuts the line, but he maintains proximity around essentially the entire track. I wouldn't say he doored him. In certain spots, he got really close.
Absolutely.
He could get closer, but you got to think, this is top 4. What does Jake want? Does he want the W over the whole event? Or does he just want to win this battle? So it looks like we have a call coming in from the judges. We're going to wait for that graphic to show up on the screen. But this has been a pleasure to watch these two dudes battle, man. Both of these guys, heavy hitters. Jake, again, feeling like he's driving something that's not worthy of this level of competition. And then even TJ just having a couple of issues with his beast of a 350Z. So kind of leveling out the field, but there it is. Jake Gonzalez gets the W, moves into the finals against that of Lanes. This is going to be so sick.
Oh, so we do see a repeat battle of Ruger and Hunt for third instead of first this time.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have some time down. We might be going to a quick commercial break. TJ's going to have to be changing some tires. He's got to get right back to that lane because he's got to battle Ruger for third place. And then we're going to see Luis Lanes and Jake Gonzalez battle it out to see who comes out on top today. Chat, it has been wild. Jake, want to see me do it again? Oh no. What is chat saying, dude? He gets twice the winning footage.
It's us.
TJ made a good effort, but Jake gets it. I'm just reading chat. Did LZ go yet? Not yet, dude. Stay tuned. He's coming up later on.
Oh, if TJ wins his license, that's what they're going to be saying next year. Did TJ go yet?
Yeah, did TJ go yet?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love the loyalty from the fans when it comes to that stuff. Like it's funny. They're making fun of the other fans who are super loyal, but like it's cool, man. You get to see people constantly asking if you've gone to drive.
Exactly.
Like, that's tight. That's tight, dude. That's hype. Oh, let's see. Oh no, sorry, nope, not reading the GoFundMe comment. I should learn how to drive. Yeah, you should, dude. Learning how to drift is a blast, dude. What else you guys doing? Hello from the Republic of Texas. What up, Miguel? Welcome, dude.
The Republic of Texas.
Yeah, dude. He might be too young for that club. Yep. He might be, dude. Jake's been killing it, man. He's been putting in all kinds of effort all year long, and they've been doing amazing in battle and all that stuff. It's pretty sick.
I wonder who's taking home this clutch.
I don't know who's going to take home the clutch.
If advanced clutch technology is watching, that's crazy. I also may need a clutch.
I just bought one from them for my rally car. Yeah, I had one supported to me from my engine builder for my 5-speed, but then I broke my 5-speed, and now they want to put a 6-speed in it, so I need to get a different clutch. So I had to go and buy one. I wasn't interested in doing the partnership thing, and not for the sake of them not being good enough, but for the sake of me having to do deliverables and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
it just kind of...
I was kind of like, I'll just pay for it, just move on. But their clutches are good, and I will be running it in my rally car. I also ran on the 5-speed, and the 5-speed was phenomenal until the 5-speed itself let go. Because, glass house gearboxes in those WRXs, they don't really do well, man. ACT for me. Listen, if you guys want to get entered to win the ACT clutch, make sure that you head over to thedriftleague.com and sign up for the giveaway. We're going to be giving away that clutch here at the podium with the boys. We're going to be announcing 2 sets of podiums. We're going to have round 3's podium, and we're also going to be having the championship podium as well. So who is going to be getting their license? We're going to be seeing Ruger and TJ Hunt roll up to the line right now. They've changed tires. They're ready for battle. Let's see if TJ can, put Carson in his place. Or maybe Carson's going to go, hey, I've been dominating all year. This ain't going to be any different. We're going to see what's going to happen.
And I'll do it again,
right now.
like that.
I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. I like that. I like when people want to fight, dude.
There you go.
But don't fight. That's fine. What do we got? You want to shout out some of our sponsors?
Let's do it. Let's do Status Racing.
Status
Dude, these
Racing.
things are...
I'm telling you.
I'm kind of not mad. We've been on this for like 2 or 3 hours. Like,
it's
not
been
bad.
longer than that, I feel like.
And sometimes you're in the car longer.
Yeah.
Just
these are comfortable.
Now I wonder, can you slouch enough to get that little mini nap in?
I don't know. I just got yelled at for leaving the back end with green screen. Look, that's a green screen. Production value. Dude, sick. Look how it waves too. You can see the wrinkles in it. See the wrinkles down there?
I do see that.
In the live stream? That's why it looks like it's not a green screen.
Oh, you guys are good.
I don't know if they did that on purpose or somebody forgot to steam that thing. But look, dude, production value's going up here. We're super stoked to be out here. Let's see. Dale needs a new ACT clutch. Daly needs a new ACT clutch. Clutch gods. I hate walls. Yeah, dude. Gerald retired. You retired?
No, I'm building another car. Leave me alone.
Bracket update from Anonymous. So far, this is where we're sitting, okay? TJ Hunt is going against Ruger currently, right now. That's the next race that's going to be coming up, and they are battling for 3rd place. So 2 Titans from the entire season now are battling it out for 3rd place. And we're watching for the 1st place battle a pro spec guy named Luis Lanes jump into competition, and Jake Gonzalez is going to be taking on that dude. But before we get there, Ruger Carson versus TJ Hunt. Carson's 33? He looks like he's like 19 and a half.
That's a driver number, but...
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Because I don't think TJ Hunt's 28.
I was going to say, why are they posting their age? That's kind of a weird thing to do.
I think they do it on FD, though.
I don't know how to read.
There you go.
I don't know how to read. I have that problem.
Is it that you don't know how, or you just chose not to on that one?
I chose not to.
There you go.
I chose not to on that one. Also, I'm bad at reading, too. What up? Hi, Micah from Sofa King Hard. What up, my dude? Wicked 96. Appreciate you, brother. I'll get the most expensive clutch and sell it. That's neat. There's a little strategy right there, bro. Go on the website, tell them you got a Bugatti.
Yeah, those of you asking about the ACT clutch giveaway, you're going to have to go to thedriftleague.com/giveaway. That's how you sign up for those things. You have a chance to win ACT clutch or the TDL t-shirts.
Hey, this guy's claiming that you touched him at Drift Roulette. Ghetto Rig Garage. Gerald touched me at Roulette. Is that true?
Oh, no. I was judging that event, and then he lost because he spun out.
Ah,
and
gotcha.
And they were like, the judges are biased. I was like, do you want to see what you did? My favorite part is when some E36 parked it on Jacob, the judge here.
Oh, no.
And then he got mad because we caught that he parked it on him.
Yeah.
So we gave it
Here it is, too tight. We got Godzilla and King Kong going against each other right now. Carson Posey hits that first outside zone, no problem. Locking it up the rear out of 2 and 3 on loss. Let's see if he can slow it down enough to win there. TJ with a shameless hit right last lane. Down that hill. Might be something going on with too much grip in the rear, not enough in the front. Who knows? So many different factors going on there. But you see TJ then again parked off on the side. Let's see if we can kind of analyze what's going on. To me, it looks like TJ's cooking too hot down the hill. But we can check out the replay. TJ looks like he's good. He's going to get back onto the track when finally that curb isn't there. Like, again, you guys don't realize there is a giant hole off the side of that. But let's look at this. So I want you to focus on TJ's line here. He hits this inside. He doesn't get out to that outside completely. He doesn't get to that one. And now he's already slowing down, and then the front end starts to wash on him. So I wonder if there's a handbrake kind of moment that's missing right there. Maybe a little bit of drag to keep that car sideways.
Yep.
But
what was that about?
I don't know, it felt like the car geared and engaging.
It looks like a shot.
Yeah, because I think he's got a dog box in there or a sequential in there. So when those things engage, you know how they are. They clunk real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only way to avoid that, for those of you who have dog boxes who don't know this, or those of you who are planning on getting them, the only way to really avoid that heavy clunk, which you don't really want to be doing because it's unnecessary wear and tear, just push that clutch in, hold it in for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and then engage first gear, and you won't have that clunk. It's just trying to slow everything down to disengagement, and then engage it. Boom, you're ready to go. Yeah, TJ's having car troubles for sure. Let's see, we're going to be moving into the second half of this battle. Somebody said LZ went off. That's not LZ. That's TJ. He's definitely the LZ of Southern California, that's for sure. Which, hey, that's not a bad thing. I wish I was the LZ of Southern California. Those guys are killing it out there in Florida. So is TJ here. Clunk is the best part. Hey, that's up to you, man. That's up to you. You want to engage soon? Up to you. But hey, listen, let's get engaged into the second half of this battle. You see track control right there, pull up his pants like he's getting ready to sprint marathon against Gary King Jr. and lose. But nope, he's not running. He's just sending cars. Ready, set, go. See that orchestra that he did there? Kind of go. Sick. Too much foot brake, chat's saying. Valley Drifter says too much foot brake.
Do you remember the first round of the Drift League?
Yeah, I do.
Remember the flagger? He always reminded me of the race horse.
Yeah. TJ throws it in, hits the outside zone one. Beautiful on inside quick one. Let's see what happens when he gets that air up front. Does he walk in his down there? Yeah, he does great. This is that inner tip, and you can get it locked in. So I wonder if there's a combination. Ruger's doing exactly what Stiver and it looks like Ruger's going to get the W, and Hunt's going to be landing himself into 4th place. We're going to have to see what the judges are going to say. But, yeah, to me, it looks like Ruger gets the W on this.
Yeah, since there was no flying off the downhill portion. I wonder what's going on down there. I am curious to ask him. Because he did it twice in the same exact spot.
Yeah. I think he's overcooking. That's all I think.
so?
I think he's just overcooking and maybe applying too much foot brake. Valley has a good point. Maybe there's too much foot brake there. But definitely there's an opportunity for a handbrake drag there to kind of keep that car in the drifting position. But look, there's a lot of different things that are going on. There's a lot of stuff that we can't see from being outside of the car. When you're in the car, sun setting, beating through that smoke at a crazy angle, the smoke's in your face, you don't know where you're at. Suddenly you see a car, you come out of the smoke, brakes. There's so many different things that could happen. Now, so maybe it's happening to him, maybe there's car trouble, maybe there's something else there.
Yep.
We have a winner, but we're going to talk about it at the podium. So don't say anything.
They did pick a winner.
Yeah, we picked a winner.
I don't know who won. Don't tell me.
It's this one, right? Oh, you don't want to know?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll blurt it out by accident.
Nope, don't say
Yeah,
it.
right.
Don't say it. Keep your mouth shut. We're going to talk about who takes home 3rd place, but here is the sick battle for tonight. This is going to be a good one. Jake has been killing it.
He has. Can he keep up with Lanes' speed, though?
Lanes is
He's gonna
fast.
need to. Yeah, he's been the fastest all day. Who qualified higher, Jake?
Jake out-qualified Lanes. Yeah,
Okay.
Jake qualified 2nd with a 92, which there was a huge gap between Ruger and Gonzalez, Ruger and Jake.
Okay.
Carson and Jake both qualify with 90s.
Okay.
Right? I believe they qualify with 90s. Yep. 92 for Jake, which is huge, and then I think a 95 for Ruger. I had it somewhere around here. Not sure where that paper went, but they both qualified in the 90s, and then the closest thing to them was, I don't know, 80s. So there was quite a deficit between Jake and Lanes, but Lanes, being a seasoned pro, has dealt with really fast cars, which means that his Corvette is fast, and we've seen that today.
Yep.
We've seen that all day, how fast Lane's car is. And so we're going to see Luis Lanes go against someone like Jake. So again, remember, Jake is like, my car sucks. I don't have the car that I need. Lanes has exactly the car that he needs. Plenty fast. He's plenty comfy in it. He can get this layout done without hesitation. The car can do it, no problem. But it's going to be really cool. We're watching the underdog go against the pro spec driver. And that's going to be fun to see, man. But I agree. I think that the biggest deficit that Jake's going to have in this battle is his speed. Can he keep up with the Corvette of Lanes? And I don't know. I think it's going to be tough.
We finna see.
We finna see for sure. That's definitely going to happen. We're going to find out. Look at our beautiful media guys out there. Just majestically standing out there. This looks like a Yellowstone scene. Remember the scene where they're like at night fighting over the cattle with the tribe that lives next to them? Like, these are our cattle. They're on our land.
Was it like episode 1?
Yeah, it was like episode 1.
No, his son dies in that one. That's sad.
Spoiler, dude.
Well, now you know.
Now you know.
Great show.
Great show. Apparently it's coming back.
It better.
But Kevin Costner's not going to be in it.
Come on.
Well, because he wanted too much money, which I don't blame them. Jake Gonzalez versus Luis Lanes.
Do you think Jake Gonzalez is 354 years old?
He's 354 pounds, that's for sure. Not because he's fat, because he stands at like 8 foot tall, dude. You guys don't know this. We talked about Carson Ruger being the tallest guy here. Nope, Jake is.
Jake's taller?
Dude, he's like Goliath. You ever read your Bible? Goliath.
No.
That's Jake.
No,
I'm just kidding. No, Carson's definitely taller.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Walking around like Jack Skeleton.
Dude, straight up. Bunch of skinny boys out here, dude. Wait till you guys get married, it's over. All right, check it out. We got our track control getting ready, getting the boys going. doing the orchestra and sending cars. Let's listen to the beautiful music of this 1J versus this LS-powered Corvette. Ooh, I can hear him through the wall. Oh. Checking up. They're kind of racing down this hill. Jake's got to do everything he can do. You see him ripping. You see Luis going in. Jake throws in, hits that outside marker, no problem. Grabs the inside clip, fills outer zone 2. Let's see what he can do in 3. It looks like he's got it, but can he slow the car down and bring it in? He hits that box, no problem. Oh, drops a tire, and you can see how deep that hole is when you see the front end of his car lift. We're going to have to watch this in the replay, because when that tire drops, this is what I'm telling you guys. The holes that are on the side of this track are insane. They're insane, so check this out.
Well, we have Jake doing a heater of a run right here, and throwing it in, going up to the top, coming down the hill now, hits zone 3, barely gets that inside clip 2, and then just, you know, looks like he does a kickflip on outer zone 4 to follow through the rest of the run. And then I noticed Lanes is a little bit further back than I anticipated for him to be. I thought he was going to be on Jake's door.
Yeah.
I still don't think that Jake should play that safe because we know how fast Lanes is, and it looks like he's pulling off track to go look at it. So he's probably going to call a 5-minute timeout, I assume.
Yeah, definitely. Jake calls a 5-minute timeout. He's going to go check that corner because, again, as you guys saw in the replay there, when he drops that tire off, the front left wheel comes up off the floor because, again, that drop-off is huge. That drop-off on the corner of that track is no joke. A lot of people don't understand what's going on the outside zones in this course. It's unfortunate that, that's the way that this lays out, but that's how it works. That's how it works. Louise Lanes is in the live stream talking.
Is it Jake?
Says, I don't know, I felt like I wasn't close enough. We agree. We agree. You definitely should have been closer, but we didn't expect that. We thought that you were going to be a lot faster, bro.
Yeah.
We thought you were going to be a lot faster. But hey, look, the tables are about to turn. You're going to have the lead. He's going to have to chase. You got this, dude. You've been doing great all day. Texting and driving, I would say promoted on the track. On the streets, play your cards the way you want to. But texting and driving is hilarious. Look, this is awesome. He's here. Louis Lanes is out here just talking with us, talking it up with us in the chat, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is awesome. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen a driver jump into the live stream and just been like, "Hey, what's up, fool?" That's awesome.
Somebody's got to do it.
Hey, Luis, if you're listening in, dude, it's been amazing watching you drive, dude, and I can't wait to see the second half of this battle. But listen, we're going to come back. We got a little bit of a delay. We got a 5-minute timeout from Jake. Jake's got to check over his car before he goes in that second half of the battle with Luis Lanes. We appreciate you guys for sticking around. Hey, make sure you sign up at thedriftleague.com for our giveaways, because at the podium, one of you guys is taking home an ACT clutch. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We're going to hit the commercials.
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body.
All while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_.
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body.
All while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_.
that John Schaefer is washed and retired. Oh, welcome back, chat. You guys are going nuts right now. You guys are arguing, going back and forth. This is beautiful, dude. I love that. Don't say that to John Schaefer. You be nice to Mr. What was his old thing? Was it Speed Media? He had like an old page back in the day when he used to do photography.
He did photography?
Yeah, he did.
And
he's actually really good.
Actually, when I met him, he was wearing your old race suit.
Yeah, he had to borrow my old Crow. I think it's like a Crow race suit.
The Hold Fast
G-Force one or something crazy. Yeah, he needed to borrow it. I need that suit back. I don't know where it's at. I want that back.
Did you hear that, John Schaefer?
John, give me my suit back. Did you give it back? I'm not sure if you gave it back. Schaefer, if you're here, I want it back. Listen, guys, we're back with the second half of this battle for first place between Luis Lanes and Jake Gonzalez. These boys have both been killing it. Luis Lanes, if you guys don't know, a current Formula Drift Prospect driver, and Jake Gonzalez, a current competitor for a Prospect license. But here we go. Second half of the battle. Jake did great in his lead run, just quite a bit of a tire drop, and now they're pacing down the hill to get in that first corner. It doesn't look like anybody's taking it easy, so Jake's got to fix it up. He did this to Luis on the start, so now he's got to do it again. And it looks like he's actually able to keep up with that Corvette. They throw into the first corner. Luis hits that marker, dives in, hits that. Jake on the door, getting ready to go. Luis drops the tires, so now we got 2 tires dropped from each of the drivers. Can Luis get it back in? Hit that inside clip. He touches it, hits that touch and go on the outside, and then we look at this beautiful RV off in the sense, and Jake's on his door. He's what a difference in shots. You go from his cool, calm, collected like RV just hanging out in the middle of nowhere to now Jake being on the door of Luis Lane. So obviously a bad camera switch there, but we're coming back into it. And let's check this out. What do you got?
Let's see. We got, surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but Jake kept up the entire length of the track with this bit of a gap going.
Clutch right now at the podium, and we're also going to announce who is your Formula Drift licensed driver, who the champion is of the season. First, we're going to talk about this round, and then shortly after that, we're going into the season standings. It looks like we have a winner. We'll see you guys at the podium.
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body.
All while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_.
Good, yeah, do that. Yeah.
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body.
All while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_.
Thank you again for sticking around with us. My name is Micah Diaz. This is the Drift League Round 3. If you can turn the camera, you can see all the drivers and all the cars over here all around us hanging out. Listen, we got some announcements to do. For those of you guys who stuck around and went to thedriftleague.com/giveaway and signed up for the clutch, now's your chance, boys. I hope you're paying attention, and I hope that you're here, because if you're not getting a clutch, and we're going to have to move on. But for the ACT clutch, again, huge shout out to them for being one of our partners all throughout this year and believing in us and bringing this live stream to you guys free. The winner of the ACT clutch is Blue Moon_6. Again, hey, that strategy that you guys were talking about earlier, just buy the most expensive clutch from them and then sell it. That's not a bad strat. So if you don't have a car, there's a strategy for you right there. Yeah, that happened. It's big brain. Do it. Don't listen to her. Do it. Blue Moon_6. If you're here, congratulations, dude. You just won, or chick, I don't know, based off of that name. Congratulations, you just won an ACT clutch. So huge shout out to them. But let's get into it. We got to get our drivers over here so that we can announce the podium standing. I know a lot of you guys have been rooting for Jake Gonzalez. You guys have been stoked watching him drive all day. We're going to get into where he finished today, along with Lewis Lanes, pro spec driver who jumped into competition today and was absolutely killing it. And then Ruger Carson, TJ Hunt, all these guys just have been titans this entire year. So we're going to start with our round 3 podium. We didn't announce it earlier, but we're going to announce it now. In third place for round 3, a titan of the series all year long, has been acing competitions. Today wasn't his day exactly, but still on the box, Ruger Carson. Congratulations, bro, third place, locking it in. The tallest glass of milk, as Gerald said, in all of Rosemont. Pretty rad. And your second place winner here today. I know, chat, you guys have been going nuts over this battle. Second place winner today, all the way from Venezuela, Luis Lanes. Good job, dude. Good job. Amazing driving. Good to see you. And that leaves you, Mr. Jake Gonzalez. First place finish here at round 3 of the Drift League. Come on up, man. Get up there. Get on the box. Hold your trophy. Killer driving. It's been pretty rad watching these guys battle it out all year long. And then a pleasure to see Luis out here today. joining us for competition. But there it is, your round 3 finishers, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Champagne at the end. We're going to do a 6-man champagne. It's going to be dope. Congratulations, man. I mean, a lot of people don't understand what goes into this. That first place trophy there is years of dedication, hours in the garage. All goes into that simple trophy right there. Hey, great job today. Chat was rooting for you. We're stoked to see you up here. We got some more announcements to do, and I think you're going to be stoked on it. So get out of here. All right, we're going to be announcing now for your season. What is this? Is this technically season 3 of the Drift League? Season 6? You've done this for 6 years? Gee, and you finally called me? Whatever, dude. It is what it is. Okay, for season 6 of the Drift League, we're going to be announcing your championship podium. Mark and yeah. Mark's excited. I'm excited. I'm sure you guys are excited. And again, we appreciate you guys for sticking around. Everybody, you can't see it, but there's a bunch of people behind the camera, and they're stoked. So, for your series podium, standing in 3rd place, collecting a total of 225 points. You guys have been rooting for him all day. Jake Gonzalez, congratulations, 3rd place overall. Get on back up, dude. 2 podiums in 1 day. This is awesome. You can stay there. Don't touch champagne yet. That is yours. Congratulations, sir. Hell of a year, dude. Hell of an amazing day for you today. Stoked on it, man. I thought that was Riley. I was going to be like, yo, Riley's here? All right. I hate you, Riley. 2nd place for your season, collecting a total of 229 points. Your favorite Southern California YouTuber, TJ Hunt. Where is he? Where's TJ? TJ, 2nd place in the season. Congratulations, dude. More than a vlogger. That boy can drive, dude. I'm telling you guys, you better keep your head on a swivel. He's coming for you. 229 points. And that leaves you with the last man here again, who has just been on a terror all season long, collecting a total of 285 points. Quite a substantial lead over the boys here on the podium. But locking it in is that of Carson Ruger. Where are you at, bud? There he is. Congratulations. Your 1st place finisher on season 6 of the Drift League. And there it is. That's the big ticket that everybody's been fighting for all year. The Formula Drift driver's license. He actually didn't have a license before this. Now he can legally drive on the streets. Just kidding. Formula Drift license as well. So today you had your first stab at a Pro Spec driver, and it's different. It's different for sure. But also, Carson, you won a big boy seat, this Status Turismo seat. You don't get to keep the stand. That's ours. We're keeping that. So, and the seat. You don't get any of it. We're just saying you do so that we look good. No, definitely you win a seat. You get your license. Listen, guys, give it up for your podium. Season 6, these guys battled it out all year long. So rad. So proud of you guys. Good job. What are we doing now? Okay. Luis. Where's Luis? Where'd he go? There it is. Oh, yeah. You guys get a couple. Jake gets 1. Or Jake gets 2. Carson gets 2. Yeah, there you go. You get to drink that one. Okay, hold on. Don't go crazy yet. Give it a second. Get up there. Okay, you guys can go ahead and start to undo them. You never been on the bot? Oh, there it is. Jake knows. There you go. Yeah, buddy. Getting that champagne shower. That is the taste of sweet, sweet victory. Oh, my gosh. Jake is going in. Take it easy, buddy. That's beautiful. Great job, boys. Nope. Awesome, dude. Hey, congratulations, boys. There's a lot that goes into this. You guys go ahead and enjoy your champagne. I got to talk to Carson. Great job today. Great job all season. You guys deserve, man. No. Carson, the people want to talk to you. Okay, so I'm going to hand you the mic. Sure. Otherwise, I have to hold it in your face, which is going to be kind of weird. There you go. Well, yeah, I could do that too. Listen, you have been on a tear all year long. It wasn't until you had somebody from the outside of our series come into the series to dethrone you. I know you're looking for that perfect year, right? You wanted it. We got to interview you earlier. You're talking about the pressure that's been building up, right? 100%. After winning round one, pressure starts to kind of build?
Builds up, yep. Yeah, after round one, pressure builds up. I actually went into round one just looking to completely have fun. I didn't care about results. I just wanted to see like how I would kind of place. And then I ended up qualifying first and then winning that round. Going into round two, pressure's up a little bit. I had crashed my car actually 2 weeks before round two on that track. Yeah, smacked into a wall, lovely. So that round, the stress was high. I had to get the whole car fixed. Another high stress round, and then coming into this one was just all the pressure. Like points leader, I've qualified first the last 2 rounds. I'm looking to get that #1 qualifying spot, and we did. You did it. But yeah, it's just the amount of pressure was just insane today. And I'm glad with the results. I'm so stoked to drive with everyone here, and everyone's a great driver, and it's a blast. It's just cloud 9 right now. It's amazing.
So what's next for you? Now you have your FD license. Again, you've been a part of Rome's team for so long. Is there going to be some type of team up? Have you talked about the plans for the future, or are you guys still going to go home and iron those out?
We still got to go home. And iron those out a little bit. Some things are still in the works for next season. But we'll see. We'll see in a little bit. Probably within this year, we'll figure out a plan for next year in FD. So coming after it.
So obviously, Luis Lane showed up today and put down a smackdown on a lot of people here. That Corvette is no joke. It's fast. That's a pro spec level car. Correct. After getting your taste of what pro spec drivers look like, what's your plans for the future with your car and progression?
So right now, we actually have my car set up to be able to follow without gripping up a ton, so it's not like a super aggressive setup on the car. It's actually pretty moderate. The car is very easy to drive the setup with it right now. So once we go to FD, that caliber of driving is going to go up to that next level. So plan to stay humble, add grip into the car, and maybe add a little bit of horsepower if we need it, but definitely some changes need to be done to the car.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that Corvette is a rocket ship out there. And so your car's definitely set up and tuned to compete in this series, and it's been a machine. But finally, when someone, again, like that steps in, it's like, oh, the lights kind of go on, and you go, okay, there's some things we need to adjust in order to keep up with these guys. Well, listen, dude, it has been an absolute blessing and a pleasure to watch you compete all year. Again, watching you work with Roman on his team for 7 years now at this point, and now getting to see you step into competition and then make that jump with a championship. Congratulations, champ. First of all, you're a champ. That's amazing. But also now being able to take that and move into Formula Drift. So, listen, we wish you the best. We'll be looking out for you. I'm sure all the fans will be following you closely and rooting for you, because although you're the big fish in this small pond, there's a bigger pond out there, and you got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Stay humble and so the bigger pond, like you said, plan is just to stay humble, go in and, stay consistent. I think even at that level, consistency is important. Maybe step up the style a little bit, push a little bit harder, add some grip to the car, and just go after it, man. Following the dream, literally the dream.
Yeah. I mean, look, the team between you and Rome, we're so excited to see what the two of you can put together. We're excited to see what you go and do. Maybe you don't go up and you stick around for another year and give all these guys another year of hell. But, hey, man, blessing. Congratulations, champ. Can't wait to see what you do in the future. Hey, thank you guys for sticking around today. This is the Drift League. Huge shout out to ACT Clutch again. Blue Moon _6, I believe. They got it? Congratulations, bro. You won. Huge shout out to Speed Strap, Status Racing, Kind of Fat, LADBX. Also, Vitour as well for being the tire. Enjoy the goods. Andrew, I love you. Mijo, kisses. I said Status. I love Status. They're my favorite seats. Shout out Justin. Appreciate you guys. Hey, stay safe, stay blessed. We'll see you guys possibly next year. Appreciate you, boys. Stay God.
been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding.
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body.
All while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_.
Been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding.
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body.
All while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_.
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding.
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body.
All while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_.
Been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding.
We are a community dedicated to those who love fitness and food.
We have a mission to show that you can pursue your personal fitness goals and enjoy the process.
We are committed to creating a community where you can be and should be proud of your body.
All while being present and proud of yourself along every stage of your fitness journey.
Hit them PRs, make them gains, and eat that donut.
Join the brand, join the message, join the movement.
Enjoy the goods. On-site tire service supporting the scene. We've got your back so you can push harder. For bookings, slide into our DMs at enjoythegoods_.